Already mic testing, mic testing. Okay, perfect. Let me go to my main camera. I'm going to just go ahead and close this window. There we go. Already we're live. And as you guys can tell by the title and thumbnail, today I'm going to be working on making 2D meshes in Blender. And guys, I just saw a comment that said, let's go ahead and cancel that. There we go. Okay, bro, have left Unreal Engine. So sad, guys. I did not leave Unreal Engine. I did like keep a separate Tuesday stream where I do something that's not actually programming. Last Tuesday, I did play Genshin Impact. This stream, I'm going to be working some on Blender. That said, let me go to my main camera. Actually, my gameplay screen. There we go. Okay, perfect. And guys, this is like my Blender. I have a few meshes. So let me firstly go ahead and open my stream on my phone to check if it's actually going good. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and keep that share. Okay, now this is Blender and I'm not like that experienced in Blender. I used to be really good with it, but then I just kind of like quit at the entire Blender part. That's it. Let me firstly go ahead and delete everything. Okay, I want to go ahead and let's say load an image here. So I might go with something like negative x-axis. And then I'm going to go with something like Shift A under images. I might go with something like a background image. Now, for my background image in my desktop, I'm going to go to my Blender reference images. I have like a bunch of options. For example, a female reference, Lisa from like Genshin Impact's reference image. But I want to honestly use the male anatomy one. Hiding pixel, I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay guys, so this is like my reference image and all that stuff. I hope I don't get a copyright because of this. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna try 3D modeling here because I did like have a program for like 200 series when I go by the end of that series is to make a game in general that consists of AI logic in it. And since I thought that I was gonna make a game, might as well like learn Blender and make 3D meshes for it as well. Okay, that's it. So I've learned the basics of Blender, so I know like all the basic ways I could actually use it type stuff. But firstly, I'm gonna go to my image settings. I'm assuming I could like find my image settings somewhere here. There we go. And then I'm gonna go ahead and decrease the opacity a little. There we go. Okay, because the reason I decrease the opacity is so I can like see my stuff. Okay, perfect. Next up, once I'm done with this, I'm gonna go ahead and let's say maybe duplicate this because I do want to like, whoops, where's it gone? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go with something like Shift D to duplicate this and then go with something like Y-axis. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna click something like RX90 to rotate it 90. Okay, I think I rotated it in the wrong way. Let's go with something like Control Z. I'm gonna go with RY90. There. Okay, did I rotate it properly? I think I messed up again, guys. Hold up, I'm kind of... Okay, let's go with negative x-axis here. Let's go with Control Z. I could just rotate it this way in the y-axis. Okay, maybe the z-axis. Oh, there we go. So it's RZ90. Okay, now if I were to go to the negative y-axis, I can see my my side view, and if I go to my negative x-axis, I can go ahead and see my front view. Let's go with something like maybe G. I'll go with something like GY. There. Guys, this is just about aligning this part. There we go. Let's go ahead and just extend this up here real quick. Okay, so negative y-axis, I can see my side view. And a negative x-axis, I can see my front view. I won't be working on the back view for the time being. I'm just gonna work on like the front and side. Okay, that's it. Let me just go ahead and eat some oats real quick. And guys, I was actually rooting for Geometry Dash as well. But then later when I checked, it actually costs money to like download the game. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is click Shift A. I'm going to go to Meshes and load a plane cube. Okay, I don't think I loaded a cube. Hold up, guys. Let's go back up here. Let's go to the negative x-axis. Go with Shift A. Meshes. I'm going to go with something like a cube. Okay, so here's my cube. I'm going to exit outside the X-ray mode. And then let's go to my material preview. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my negative x-axis. Hit something like S to decrease the size a little. There, I think that should be good. I think a bit more. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and add a few modifiers. I'm pretty sure I gotta add a emitter modifier. But before I actually do that, I'm gonna go with something like S. Decrease the size a little. Let's go with something like GZ. Get myself a bit up. Let's go with GY. To go a bit here. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna go with a bit more to the GY axis. There. I'm pretty sure this is how it's done. Now, to add my emitter modifier, if you guys can't see this in the horizontal stream, if you guys do move on to like, if you can't see this in the vertical stream, make sure to move on to my horizontal stream. That's where you guys can like see the side panels and all that stuff. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and click the plus here, go with something like modifiers. I'm gonna go ahead and add a meter modifier. And then I might actually require a subdivision surface as well. So I'm gonna go with something like a subdivision surface. And this is gonna be simple. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add another subdivision surface. There we go. This is gonna be Catmull, is that how I pronounce it? And then I'm gonna go ahead and enable clipping and then go with that. Okay, perfect. Now let's go ahead and click something like Z. I'm going to go to my wireframe mode. Okay, is there something that I'm missing here? This does not look like a cube. Maybe I'm going to go ahead and just have a meter modifier up here, or one subdivision. I'm going to scroll down. Let's go with something like Z. Back to my solid preview. Let's go with something like G. I'm pretty sure I added meter modifier for this, didn't I? Alright guys, fact check me. Isn't this how meter modifiers actually work? Oh, I think I gotta be in tab. Okay, I gotta be in edit mode, and then my meter modifier, let's go with... Why don't I have it for my cube? Let's exit. Okay, seems like much of a pain to learn from scratch. It actually does make sense, but I feel like Blender is like really good when you want to like make stuff. It's hard at the beginning, but eventually it gets easier. Because I think like 2 or 3 years ago when I used to actually be very good at Blender, I feel like it used to be really easy to use it, but these days, there we go. Okay, but these days I've like not used Blender all that much. That's the reason it's like a bit hard for me to use. Okay, so wait, let's go with something like flip x-axis. I'm gonna go with gx. Okay, why am I in that side? Okay, maybe I go with something like x-axis. There we go. Let's go with something like g. I mean, the meter modifier works, but it's working this side. So apparently I had to go to... Okay, I had to have my my images in the y-axis or the negative y-axis. I guess I'll do that. I'm gonna go with A, and then let's go ahead and delete all. I'm gonna go with something like delete vertices. I'm going to remove my mirror modifier. I'm going to delete my image, and let's delete this image as well. Okay, now I'm going to go to my y-axis because I actually forgot this part. Okay, let's go here. Let's scroll down. Now, I'm going to load a background in my y-axis. Let's go with Shift A. I'm going to exit this mode real quick, and then I'm going to go under Images. Let's go to Background. For my background, I'm going to go with something like Email Anatomy. There we go. I'm going to go with something like S, decrease the size a little, and then go with Z to get myself a little higher, just a bit higher than this spot. Go with GZ. There, that should be good. Okay, so y-axis is for my center preview. I'm going to go with something like Shift D to duplicate this, and then I'm going to move it in the x-axis. There we go. That should be good. I'm going to zoom out, and then I'm going to go with something like G. Actually, not G. I'm going to go with something like R. Let's go with Control C. RZ90. There. Okay, that's good. Now, if I move on to my x-axis, my negative x-axis, I see this image here. I'm going to go with something like G, something like Y. Get myself here. There we go. Okay, so the x-axis is going to be my center, and the y-axis is going to be my side. Okay, that's pretty much it. I'm going to start off with my x-axis. Okay, is negative x the center? There we go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and hit Shift A, go with something like a mesh. I'm going to load in a cube. Now I can finally decrease my cube and use my mirror modifier. Okay, let's go ahead and get this a bit up. I'm going to go with something like GZ, get myself a little higher. Go with something like S. Okay, let's go with GZ again. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Let's go with S to scale. There, and then GZ to go a bit higher. Okay, and maybe a little more S. There. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and add my mirror modifier, but before I actually do that, I'm gonna go to my tab, and then let's go to something like C for a wireframe mode. I'm gonna delete my entire right side. Let's go ahead and delete this, so I just have like one side. There we go. Okay, so I just have one side right now. I'm gonna go back to my Z. There. Okay, was it x-axis or negative x? Okay, so it's negative x-axis and y-axis. Negative x and y. I see. Okay, now I'm gonna hit something like A, go to modifiers, add a meter modifier. There we go. Okay, perfect. Wait, this should have created one. Hold on, guys, give me a sec. Yeah, I probably did not delete my entire cube. There we go. Okay, okay, before I actually delete my cube, guys, I'm kind of new with this part. So, I gotta hit something like Shift R, add a loop cut. Before I go with the loop cut, I'm gonna go with something like Control R. There we go. After I add a loop cut right there, I can go ahead and select this part. Now I can delete it. There we go. Okay, that makes it so much better. Okay, now I have a half a cube here. I can go ahead and add a modifier. It's y-axis and then it's negative x-axis. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go with something like A first. Let's go with A to select all. Go ahead and add a modifier. Let's go with a mirror modifier. Okay, perfect. And then why did I add a subdivision? Okay, there we go. Okay, so I have a mirror modifier. Now I'm gonna go ahead and bisect that in the x-axis. This should work. I should see like, oh, it goes this side. Why is it not coming in front? Maybe let's go ahead and add it this side. Okay, here's the thing with the mirror modifier. What if I go ahead and it's something like G? I mean, it increases in the x-axis. Why not in the y-axis? Let's go with something like Control Z. Okay, so that is my y-axis. Okay, let's go with something like G. Oh, I see. Okay, I think I see, guys. I think I see. I gotta go ahead and change my preview here. I'm gonna go with my image here. Let's go with something like G. I can't have access to my image before I don't delete this thing. Okay, now I'm gonna go with something like G and X. Okay, I'm gonna get this right here. Okay, my y-axis should be my front preview. Okay, perfect. And then I'm gonna go to my x-axis or my negative x-axis and change this to, let's say, something like G, C, actually GY. This is going to be my side preview. There we go. Okay, perfect. That's actually pretty much it. Now, once I'm done with that, hold up, guys. Let me go all the way up here. Already mic testing. Okay, there we go. There were some background noises. That's it. Let's see. Let's go to my y-axis and my x-axis. Now it should work. I'm going to go back to my y. Now, in my y, I'm going to go with something like Shift A, and then let's add a cube. This time my cube should work. I'm going to go to my solid preview up here real quick. Let's go with Control R. Let's go to my edit mode first, and then Control R. Let's go ahead and cut this from the center, and then copy this part from my wireframe mode, and then let's go ahead and delete this. Okay, now this should work. Now let's go with something like A. Let's go ahead and go with something like S. Decrease the size up. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add a meter modifier here. But here's the thing. Wait, hold up. Let me actually delete this. Okay, I think I gotta go ahead and get my image a bit more to the right, because that's where my image is going to be. Because right now, if I were to add a meter modifier, it would actually work. So like my meter modifier does work. Okay, never mind. It actually does work. Okay, I'm gonna go with something like the x-axis. There we go. Let's go ahead and attach this. There. Okay, perfect. Now, I can go ahead and go up. Let's go with something like... I mean, instead of clicking G, I could click this move button and just move myself up here. Okay, I think that's perfect. I'm gonna move myself a bit to the right. There. I think that's good. Okay, maybe I want to get it like a bit closer. Let's go with something like A. Get it a little closer there. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and select clipping. Select everything as one. Go back to my y-axis. And then go with something like A. Go with something like S. Because I want to go ahead and scale this a little lower. I want to get this a bit higher. There, finally, guys. Finally got this to work. Okay, let's go a little back. There. Okay, perfect. Now, I'm gonna go all the way down here. Click number 3 to go in my object mode. Not object mode, what's it called? To go to my face select. And then I'm gonna go back to my y-axis. And then let's go ahead and increase it a little out of it here. I mean, I think it should be till here, right? Okay, wait, let's go with y-axis. I mean, I could go a bit under the crouch. There we go. Okay, this should be perfect. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and let's say it's something like Control R to add a loop cut. I'm gonna go ahead and get my loop cut somewhere here. Guys, I've never like, whatchamacallit, made a male anatomy using Blender, so this is gonna be something new as well. Okay, let's go all the way up here, hit something like S to scale. I'm gonna scale my chest. Okay, I mean, I think that looks like a guy. Okay, once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and let's say I gotta go ahead and add a lot of loop cuts because I gotta add loop cuts for my chest and my abs as well. Maybe I go ahead and get this a little lower. There we go. Wait, hold up, guys. Let's go with something like Alt A. Get this a little lower. There we go. Okay, and then I want to get it a bit to the left. Okay, maybe I think that's good. I think that's good. Let me go ahead and eat something real quick because I am kind of starving. Okay, then I hit Control R to get a loop cut. I'm gonna go ahead and get that somewhere up here. Now, my chest is a little wide, but then everything under that is, let's go with something like Alt click this. Everything under that should be a little, guys, okay, this is giving me some like female vibes because this is how I like model the female characters. Okay, my chest is supposed to be wide. What up, guys? Let's go with something like, hey, I gotta make sure, let me open my x-ray mode real quick. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and select that. I'm gonna go down. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and click something like Alt and then select it. This selects both sides. I mean, I could go ahead and select it this way as well. There we go. And then let's go ahead and click the y-axis, get myself a bit lower. I mean, I need to go up till there. I might hit Control R to get another loop cut for my collarbone here. There we go. And then let's go ahead and scale that part down. Go with something like that part. Let's go ahead and scale this down as well. Okay, there we go. Alright, I think this looks kind of good. Let's go back to my y-axis. Now, in my y-axis, I'm gonna go ahead and select this part using my face select. Is this like two different parts? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way up here. Okay, what the hell are you doing? Time waste? Honestly, I don't think like it's a waste of time because I would like, actually need to create meshes for my program for like 250 series because my goal by the end of the series is to make a game in general, and it would be kind of bad if I like spent 250 days and did not even have good meshes for it. What software is this? Honestly, this is like Blender. Okay, that's it. And guys, I am kind of new with Blender, so this is like kind of new for me. Let's go all the way up here because I thought Blender would be like a pretty good thing to learn as well. Speaking of which, I gotta go ahead and add a few curves here. Okay, but I gotta go ahead and increase this size as well. There. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. Maybe I want to go ahead and get my loop cut a bit higher. Can I select my loop cut using face select? There we go. I want to go ahead and select both my loop cuts. I'm going to go back to the y-axis, get this a little higher. There. Now I can go ahead and decrease the size. There. Okay. Okay, is that like symmetrical? Okay, I think that looks somewhat like a guy. I think I'm making some progress. Okay, you're supposed to sculpt it. I haven't actually learned sculpting because like I feel like the sculpting part is kind of advanced, but I'm trying to do it without it because if I were to go do my sculpting, I do like have a a drawing tablet as well. Oops, kind of stuck there and all that stuff. But if I go ahead and unplug this, there we go. So I did like get a drawing tablet to like actually sculpt and all that stuff before, but I've never used it because back then I used to be pretty good with Blender, but then I lost all my skills to be honest. Okay, but I might actually try sculpting if I like understand the basics first. So I'm gonna go back to my modeling section. Let's go to something like my y-axis. Okay, now was it layout or modeling? I think it was layout. There we go. Okay, now I do want to work on the arms as well, but before the arm, I might want to add, let's say, a loop cut here. Okay, do I want to add a loop cut? Because I do gotta go ahead and like shape my abs up. I think I can shape that later on. So I might actually go ahead and extend this part. Let's go with something like face select. I'm gonna go to I'm gonna hit tab to go to edit mode. Let's go with A and then tab. Okay, A, and then I'm gonna click tab. There we go. Why can't I go to edit mode? Oh, probably because I'm not modeling. Let's go to something like modeling. Scroll down, click tab. Why is my tab not working? Okay, why can't I go to my object mode? I mean my edit mode. Let's see. There we go. I don't know why I couldn't go before, but now I can go. Okay, I see something is not symmetrical here. I'm gonna click something like 2 and then just adjust that a little. There we go. Okay, and then it's not symmetrical from the bottom, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit something like G. Get that a little here. Okay, I mean, does the curve look good? Okay, I think it does. I'm gonna go all the way up here. Okay, it's okay. Okay, if it's part of your study, keep it up. Honestly, that actually does make sense. That's it. Let's go all the way up here. I'm gonna click something like Alt and then press that up. I'm gonna go ahead and hit something like G to increase the size a little. Okay, does it look good if I like increase the size this way? Or instead, would it be better if I hit tab and then I go with something like 1? Just select this part. I want to go ahead and select one vertices, hit something like G, try to adjust it up here. And then click this vertices as well, go with something like G and try to adjust this. And then I go ahead and get it extruded a bit here. So I'm going to click something like Shift, click that, and then let's go a bit up here. Okay, the only thing I do want it to look like is like a female body, because this is giving me like the female body vibes. Maybe I go a bit higher. Let's go with something like Shift. A bit higher. There. Then I'm going to click something like Shift. Okay, let's click that and then go with Shift. I'm going to go a little lower. Okay, I remember doing this part. Maybe I select all that and hit something like S to scale. But the thing is, I don't really want to scale it. I mean, I think this is not that bad. I think it's not that bad. I can add these modifications later on as well. So I'm going to go with my legs now. Let's go ahead and create my legs. So I'm going to go back to my y-axis. Hit something like E to extrude it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and extrude it till here. And then hit something like G. Wait, is my leg stuck together? Let's go with something like Z. Are they like... Okay, they shouldn't be like attached together. Okay, maybe I go ahead and select this part. Okay, why are they attached together? Okay, let me think. Did I do something wrong to make them attached? Maybe I got them too close to each other? Or what if I close my clipping? Okay, if I turn my clipping off and then I go ahead and click something like E to extrude, G to scale. Okay, wait, let's go with something like Control Z. Let's go with something like E, and then if I hit G, there we go. Okay, guys, it was the clipping. Got me scared for a bit. Okay, make the bulge bigger. This bulge right here, or like the chest area. I think it's this. I could actually try that. Before that, I'm gonna go with something like Control Z. There we go. I'm gonna hit something like G to get this a bit here. Let's hit something like S to scale it a little lower, and then I'm gonna click G to get that here. There we go. I think that looks good. I think that looks good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hit E to extrude again, and that's like pretty much it. I'm gonna go all the way to my ankles, hit something like S to scale it. All the way there. I think that's good. There. Okay, perfect. And then I could add the tiny adjustments like later on as well. The groin. Okay, thing is, if I like make the bulge bigger like this. Okay, wait, actually I gotta enable clipping for this part. Let's go with something like clipping, and now I could go ahead and extend it there. I mean, if I extend it, does this look like an actual groin? Because I've never made. Let me actually check the literal male anatomy. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. That actually does make sense. Let's go with something like Alt and select this part real quick. I'm gonna go all the way to the left. There. Okay, and then I might go a little higher. Okay, and then let's go ahead and push myself a bit lower. There. I think this looks good. Okay, I just don't want my chest to be distorted. Why is this part a bit in front? I might get this a little... I might get my chest a bit in front. So I might hit something like 3, and then let's click this. Let's get that a little in front. So there we go. Okay, actually I might work on my chest later, like in my y-axis. Actually, in my x-axis, or negative x-axis. There, I do gotta definitely get my chest and my abdomen a bit high, so I could go with something like Control R, add a loop cut here. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and like cut this part. And then I'll go with another Control R, and then get a loop cut all the way up here. There we go. Okay, and then should I add another loop cut for like that spot? I might actually do that. Let's go with something like Control R again. There. Okay, this is actually perfect. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and go to my vertices select mode, and then I'm gonna go ahead and increase this part. Let's go all the way there, hit something like G to extrude this up here. Okay, howdy Neymar, appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, that's it. Hold up, guys. I'm gonna actually mute myself. I think there's some kind of background noises real quick. Give me a second. Already mic testing, mic testing. There we go. Okay, back. Let's go. Let's get this all the way back here. I was in my negative x-axis. I'm gonna go with something like Shift. Now, I might actually add another loop cut, so I'm gonna go with something like Control R, get my loop cut all the way here. There we go, that should be good. Okay, should I get like somewhere up here so I can like actually extrude it properly? So I'm gonna go ahead and select this side. Let's go Control C, select this side. I'm gonna hit something like G to extend this part. Let's select that side, hit something like G to extrude this part as well. And then I want to go ahead and add another loop cut here. I'm going to get that a little lower right there. Then let's go ahead and select this part, hit something like G. There, I think that's actually good. Now let's select this part and go a bit in front. Okay, and then let's do some back adjustments too. So firstly, I'm going to go ahead and select this part. Let's go ahead and decrease it from here. Select that part for my neck. Okay, here's the thing. Should I add another loop cut for my neck? I think I should add another loop cut. Okay, so I'm going to go with Control R, add another loop cut here. There we go. I think that part should be good. Bro, hitbox is huge. Honestly, is it? And guys, I'm shocked the stream isn't lagging because I remember the last time when I had my Genshin stream, my stream was kind of lagging for some reason. But then when I checked it again, it just stopped lagging. I think that was like a glitch or something. That's it. Let's go all the way up here. There we go. Okay, now before I actually add a loop cut for this, I'm going to go ahead and something like Control R, add another loop cut. Because I might need one more for this side. And then I'm going to hit something like Control R again to add another loop cut for this side. Okay, wait, my bad, guys. Let's go ahead and Control R to add a loop cut right here. There, I think that's good. Now, I'm going to go ahead and select this part, hit something like G to get this all the way here. Guys, I'm just kind of tracing my humans' structure type stuff. There we go. Okay, and then I'm assuming this could be there. And then this has got to be somewhere here. And then let's hit Control R to get another loop cut here. There we go. And guys, let me know if people like actually use so many loop cuts because I feel like this is a much easier way to like get the actual bodies of structure. There. Okay, and then I'm going to go with Control R to get a final loop cut all the way up here. There. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and copy that, go with something like G. Okay, I think this is good. I think this is perfect. Now, I'm going to do the back. So, I'm going to go ahead and copy that, go with G, kind of trace this part right here, and then copy this, go with G, trace that part as well. And then let's go ahead and get this part, trace that, get that up here. Let's go ahead and get that up here as well. Okay, and then I think that's like pretty good for like my structure. But why is this like, let's get that there. There we go. Okay, like why are they not like together? There we go. Let's go ahead and get that a bit lower as well. And then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and copy this. I'm going to copy this, select this, go with something like G. Okay, let's go with something like G, highlight this there. Go there, get that lower. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and select this. Alright guys, give me a sec, there we go. Okay, and then get this a bit here. Maybe I zoom in a little. There, that's much better. Why was I doing it like by being kind of zoomed out? Okay, that's already good. Let's go with the backside right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and select this, get this a bit higher. Copy that, go with something like G, get that there, and then get this a bit lower. Okay, select that, go with something like G, get this here as well, and then let's go ahead and select this, get this lower. Okay, go with G and get that all the way back here. Now I might add another loop cut. Let's go with Control R. There we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and add another loop cut, and then I might actually go ahead and fix the adjustments a little from here. There we go. That's good. Let's fix it from here as well. Now I'm gonna go ahead and highlight this part, click something like G, get this here. And lastly, let me go ahead and... Why are these things kind of distorted? Did I like mess up at the very beginning? There. Okay, I think that's good. The thing that's going to really be hard is like making the arms and the head. I feel like I struggle in those. Okay, let's go with something like G. Adjust that real quick. Let's go with G. Adjust that real quick. Okay, let's go with G here as well. Gonna go ahead and adjust that. Let's go ahead and adjust that as well. There, and I think that's like pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust this using G. And now I'm gonna go ahead and select this. Okay, before I actually select it, I might want to adjust it a little more. There. Now I'm gonna go ahead and select this. Go with something like G to move it. I'm gonna move it somewhere here. Okay, now I actually don't know how to go on with the glutes parts. That always kind of gets me. Should I just like ignore that for the time being and like make a straight line type stuff? Because I've seen people just like make a straight line for the glutes and all that. But I think like it's going pretty good actually. Okay, let's go all the way back here to my negative or to my x-axis. Should I go with the x or y? Maybe I go with my y-axis first. So I'm gonna go with Control Z. Let's go ahead and add a few vertices. This is gonna be for my side, so I'm gonna I'm gonna go ahead and copy that, or like select that part. There we go. Go ahead and extend this from here. Oops, did I not save once I extended? There we go. Let's go ahead and select that as well. Go with something like G. Let's go all the way up there. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and maybe add another loop cut. Should I add another loop cut? I could go here and then like just decrease my size a little, but I think that would make it look a bit weird. Okay, maybe I go to my x-axis or my negative x-axis, and then I gotta go ahead and trace that part as well. Okay, here's the thing. I've seen people trace the, or like work on the glutes later and all that stuff. Is it like I should work on it like, wait, can I like, are these the same thing? There we go. Okay, maybe I go ahead and select that, get that a little higher. There. I mean, I guess I could work it right now. If like if something is wrong, then I might learn from it. Okay, let's go with Control R. Let's get a loop cut here. Bro, are you trying to create the same reference this way is wrong, bro? Is it? I'm trying to like learn the structure like on how to actually create, because I haven't learned much anatomy about them and all that stuff. That's it. So how do we actually do it? Because I'm actually tracing the reference to just get the bodily structure, and later on I might actually work on the detailing and all that stuff. For example, let's go to my y-axis. There we go. I might work on the actual chest detailing, the ab detailing and all that stuff, but I'm trying to get the structure out. Okay, I keep forgetting it's negative x-axis and y-axis. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and select this part. Let's go with something like G. Let's highlight this on. Then I'm gonna go ahead and select that. Go with something like G. Get them together. Okay, hit something like G. Get them together as well. Okay, and then let's go ahead and select this part. Go with something like G. Isn't this how like everyone like does it, or like am I kind of wrong? Okay, let's go ahead and hit something like G. Get this part together again. Let's go ahead and hit Control Z, highlight this part, go with something like G, get that up here. Highlight this part, go with something like G, get that up here as well. Let's hit something like Control R. I'm gonna go ahead and get that here. Okay, this is not proper workflow, bro. Honestly, I feel like I am kind of new with like Blender, so like, what's the actual way? Like, if you guys join my Discord server, I do like have, a modeling chat. You guys could like give me some suggestions there, because I actually don't like really know the proper workflow for this. That's it. I'm gonna go with something like G. Get this all the way here. Okay, let's go with something like G, because I do want to make models for by the end of my program for like 250 series. Because I don't really want to like have 2D meshes. I think it would be kind of cool if there were like 3D. That's the reason I'm actually trying to learn this part. Hi doing RF. Okay, hi doing Predator. Appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, so it's negative x-axis and y-axis. There we go. Okay, let's go with negative x-axis. Okay, am I not like clicking here? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and select this. Let's go with something like G. Gonna go ahead and select that. Excuse me, guys. Let's go with something like G. And then I might want to add, let's say another loop cut. I'm gonna go with Control R. There we go. Okay, can you come to modeling voice chat? Honestly, I don't think I can like go, join the voice chat just yet, but once I'm done with the stream, I could actually. Okay, let's go all the way up here. There we go. Okay, now let's go with something like Control R for a loop cut. I'm gonna go ahead and add a loop cut right here. Let's select this part, go with something like G. There we go. And guys, is this actually how the tracing works? Okay, let's go all the way up here. Actually, I might add another loop cut, because I've seen like people, they have like a lot of vertices in their actual projects. Okay, let's go ahead and select this as well. Go there, and then let's go ahead and select this. Let's go with something like G. Go all the way there. Copy that. Go all the way there. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and create another loop cut. Let's go ahead and get this a bit higher. Let's go ahead and select that part. Go with something like G. Right there, select that part. Go ahead with something like G there. Okay, now I'm gonna go to my face select. I wanna get this a bit lower, so I'm gonna go with something like Alt. Select this whole thing. Go a bit lower. There we go. I'm gonna go back to my face select. Select this part. Go all the way there. Okay, now I gotta go ahead and add a bunch more. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit Alt, select this part. There we go. Let's go ahead and move my legs right here. There, I think that's good. Let's go with Control R. Get that. Whoops. Let's go with Control R. Get that here. Let me get this a bit higher. Now I'm gonna go with something like selecting this part. Go with G. Get this a bit there. Let's select that part. Click G. Get that there as well. Do you have any past work experience? I actually do. Like, if I were to actually like open my Discord server up here, there we go, guys. The link of this is like in the description. You guys can like get access to it by typing exclamation Discord in my let's say modeling chat. There we go. In my modeling chat, I used to be really good with Blender, not like the advanced level stuff, but then I used to be like an intermediate Blender where I used to make a lot of meshes. So I used to like enjoy making meshes in general. But then later I quit because I started my programming series and all that stuff. That said, shall I know when your stream ends so we can have a conversation to improve the workflow? Honestly, I might end the stream like in 2 or 3 hours. That said, please, I need support. Okay, that's it. Let's go with Control R here real quick. Let's go ahead and extend this. Let's go all the way up there. Okay, and then I might add another loop cut right here. There we go. And then lastly, let's go ahead and add another loop cut. Okay, and I think that's like pretty much it. I don't know how to like work with the toes yet, so I might work on that later, like the foot. Okay, that's it. Next up, am I done? Okay, I think that looks pretty good for the toes and the glutes as well. Let's go to my, let's hit Z. Let's go to something like solid preview. Okay, I want to actually say it's bad. I just got to work on my chest and all that stuff now. So if I were to go with something like Y, okay, let's go ahead and firstly increase the density of my legs. So I'm going to go back to my wireframe mode. Okay, he's a newbie. I like to watch him struggle, so yeah, don't disturb him. That actually does make sense, guys. What happened to Unreal? Honestly, my Tuesdays stream is something that's not like really programming. I do only program like on Monday, Tuesday, actually Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's when I have my actual Unreal Engine streams and all that stuff. But Tuesday is just like a general stream. I think like Tuesday is more of a detox stream type stuff. That's let's go with something like G. Get this a little lower. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and select this. Let's go with something like G to get myself a bit here. Let's select that. Go with G to get this a bit here. Select that. Okay, maybe I go with something like G to adjust this real quick. And then I'm gonna select this, get that a bit there, and just kind of trace this part up. Okay, let's click something like G to get that part a bit there. Okay, and then click something like G to get that part a little there. Okay, and then let's go ahead and click something like G to get that there. And guys, I've heard that we can actually animate stuff in Blender as well. If that's actually true, it might be really, really fun. Okay, let's go with something like G to get that a bit lower. Let's go with G to get that a little lower. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and extend this a bit from here. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called the gap region. Then I'm gonna go with something like G to extend that from here as well. Let's go all the way there. Let's go with G. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and select this. Let's go with G, go a bit back. Let's select that. Go with G, get that a bit lower. Okay, I'm gonna go a bit in front. Okay, I think it's actually going pretty good. There we go. Let's go ahead and hit G to get that a bit lower as well. I'm gonna move a bit backwards. Gonna get this a bit closer. Okay, this is actually turning out much better than I expected. I used to think like the female models are much easier than the male ones. I think like it's different, guys. I think the male ones are much easier. Okay, let's go with something like G. Let's select that. Go with something like G to decrease the size. Okay, I've tried to learn 3D modeling back in 2020. I failed miserably, so I left that. But watching you do is satisfying. But actually, it does sound kind of cool because I actually like left my 3D modeling or like modeling in general back I think in like 2021 or 2022. But then, guys, I feel like it is kind of fun. I stopped it because I had like my exams and my programming series as well and all that stuff. But there we go. Alright, guys, I think this is good. I think this is like really, really good here. Okay, let's go with something like Z. Go to object mode. If you start from a plane, it would be a lot easier. And while poly modeling a character and vehicle, try to have control in edge flow. It will be much easier. I see. I thought that making with plane is much harder than this. I mean, much harder. And like cube, it's like much easier type stuff. But I think I was wrong. Okay, there we go. That looks kind of good actually. I'm gonna go back to my negative y-axis and let's see. Let's go back to my wireframe mode. I might want to have some adjustments up here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just select these. Let's go with something like G. I want to go ahead and extend that. Go with G, extend this part. Go with Control R to get a loop cut. Okay, let's select one side. Go with G, get that down here. I'm gonna select this. Go with G, go all the way up here. And then let's adjust that part as well. Copy that, get that all the way up here. And that's actually like pretty much it for my template. Now I gotta go ahead and work with my arms. To work with my arms, let's see. So what is the main things that I gotta do for my arm? Because I have never worked with my arm, guys. Oh wait, I think I got a genius idea, guys. Let's go ahead and copy this. What if I go ahead and like add a up cut up there? Then I just select this part. Whoops. select this. This is like from my abdomen region. There we go. Okay. Okay, I think I should work with my abs first, and then I'm gonna work with my arms. There. Okay, so okay, should I go for my chest? I think I can go for my chest. So let's scroll a bit here. I gotta go ahead and trace that part up. So I'm assuming that I gotta go ahead and let's see. Should I add another loop cut? Maybe I go with something like a forward loop cut. Oh, I do know. I gotta go ahead and add a loop cut down here. Let's go with... There we go. Okay, so if I turn back, there should have been a loop cut here. Again, are they like stuck together? Okay, pretty sure not. So I'm gonna go with Control R, add a loop cut here. There. Okay, I think that's good. There we go. Okay, now after I add this loop cut, this is the center part. Okay, is there something that I gotta do here now? I'm pretty sure there's something I gotta do. Maybe I'm gonna like eat something real quick so I can get some energy. Okay, I think there are two options. Firstly, I gotta go ahead and add like, let's go to my negative x-axis. I mean, I added, how do I add these textures? Don't try to create your abs first. It's bad. Continue the arms, bro. Oh, I see. Okay. In that case, I could go with arms. So I'm gonna go to my y-axis. And then let's go to my face select. So my arms, it starts. First, I might actually go with this part. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and select this. Go back to my y-axis. Let's go with something like G. Actually, E to extrude and then G to position it. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with something like 1 for vertices select. I'm gonna go ahead and select this part. Go with G. Adjust this a little here. Let's select that part. Go with something like G. Adjust that here. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with something like Control R. Add a loop cut here. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and maybe click that part and then go with something like G. Okay, I think that part's wrong. Let's go here. Okay, should I go ahead and extend something in this part? So if I go with something like my solid preview, I gotta go ahead and increase this and that part. To do that, I might go with something like Y. I'm gonna go with something like Y and a E to extrude. There we go, and then I'm gonna go with something like Z, a wireframe mode, and then 1 for vertices select. Now, for my vertices select, I might go with a bunch of Control Z's here. Okay, I feel that part is gonna be a bit tricky, but I'm gonna go with 1 and actually 3. Let's select this part. Maybe I'm gonna go with something like G. Okay, not G, I might go with E. Let's extrude that. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with something like 1 for vertices select. I'm gonna select this side. There, and then let's click something like G to extend that. What's the CPU you're using? Honestly, I am like the CPU. I don't like having specific CPU. My CPU is like integrated inside my motherboard because since I thought that there was already going to be a CPU in my motherboard, I thought like there was no point to like spend extra 200 bucks getting it. But if it's like really important to get it, I might actually get it. Let's go all the way up here. So let's go with a bunch of Control C's. Okay, maybe should I go ahead and extrude this part up? I could go with something like E to extrude this. Does this work? So that's E. I'm gonna go back to Y, and then maybe I go with, let's go with Control Z. I'm gonna go with something like E to extrude this, and then G to get this a bit here. Okay. Can I just like overlap it like this? That feels like a bad idea, guys. Maybe I'll work with that part later in that case. Okay, then I might work with my arms now. For my arms, I'm gonna go ahead and select this, and this. Let's go ahead and select, whoops, I don't need that and that. Okay, I need this. Okay, I'll need that and that. Okay, let's go back to my y-axis. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and hit something like E, but I think I need this as well. Okay, let's go ahead and extrude that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and scale it. Okay, and then I'm gonna move it. There. I think that's good. I think that's gonna be good. Guys, does that look good? I mean, graphics card. Honestly, I don't like having graphics card because my graphics card is like integrated inside my motherboard. I am using an MSI's motherboard. Let's go with something like 1. Okay, I mean, is the stream lagging? Because sometimes the stream does lag because of like the GPU. Let's go all the way there. Let's select that part. Go with something like G and just get it a bit here. Okay, now here's the thing. I wanna actually merge this at center, so I might go ahead and get that there, get that there. Okay, I've never tried this before, with two different vertices. So if I hit M and go with that center, it does work. There we go, guys. This could potentially be a game changer right here. There. They're both merged at center. Okay, perfect. Does it look good though? What up, guys? Is it just me or this looks kind of weird up here? I mean, this is my shoulder, so it should look like this, shouldn't it? Okay, wait, let's go a bit back. Okay, what if I get this a bit lower? There we go. Okay, is this... should I get this lower? There. Does this look good? Let me get that a bit lower. Guys, this looks more like an armor and less like a hand. Okay, wait, let's go with the y-axis again. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and maybe get this a bit higher. Oops, let's go here. Let's select both of them. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and select them both and then adjust that a bit higher. I mean, this should look good, honestly. So the arm is gonna be all the way from here. So I gotta extend one stuff from here and then adjust it there and then extrude the side from here. Okay, so I gotta go ahead and change my vertices up from here. So I might go ahead and hit something like G to get that a bit lower. And then I'm gonna go with something like 2 for my edge select. Select this part, get that a bit lower. Okay, and then G to extend that a bit. There, and then I'm gonna go ahead and click something like A and then go with something like G to extend this part. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hit something like Control R. And then let's go ahead and add another edge loop here. Actually, I forgot what this is called. I think it's called loop cut. Yeah, I think it's called loop cut. Okay, your current GEO is hard to work with later. Is it? Because I actually have zero experience on how to 3D model like in Blender. I used to only be good with like modeling weapons and all that stuff. But I gotta work more in this stuff because I need 3D meshes before the end of my program for 258 series. Okay, no words what he said. Okay, let's go all the way up here. Okay, you're doing it wrong and I love it. Guys, you're doing it wrong and I love it. It's kind of crazy. That's it. Let's go all the way up here. Let's face select. Okay, there we go. Okay, how do I face select this? Maybe I go with something like something like Z. Go with solid. Let's click that. Okay, let's go all the way up here back to my y-axis. So I need to select this part and extrude it. So I gotta extrude these two parts up here. Remove unnecessary loops. I mean, I've seen meshes where people, they have so many loops up here. And then they even have a bunch of lines up there and all that stuff. How do we get that done? Remove unnecessary loops. I might actually check that. But before that, I might go with something like X. Let's go with something like E to extrude. Wait, did I hit G? I gotta go with something like E to extrude. Okay, I'm gonna extrude all the way up till here. Hit something like G to position. Okay. Oh, I should have gone with the top one as well. Okay, guys, I think this is perfect. I think I got it. There we go. Okay, wait, let's go ahead and unselect that. What up, guys? I want to go ahead and just select these three. I want to select that. Nope. I want to select this. What up, guys? I'm going to go to my position. There we go. So I gotta go ahead and select that, and that. Now I'm going to click Z, go back to wireframe mode. If I were to hit E to extrude. Okay, and then hit something like G. There we go. That's actually perfect. I'm going to hit something like R to rotate it and make it look like an arm. Go with something like S to scale. Whoops, did I hit S? Hit S to scale. Okay, and then something like G to get it a bit lower. Create a cylinder for hands. Oh, that's actually genius. Okay. Oh, yeah, that does make sense. I might go with a cylinder. Okay, because this is like a block. So, to go with a cylinder, I'm going to go ahead and click something like add. I'm going to firstly go to object mode. Okay, and then let's go with something like add. I want to go ahead and add, let's say a mesh. Let's go with something like a cylinder. Now, I'm going to go to my solid mode. Let's go with something like A. I'm going to go back to edit mode, hit S to scale. There we go. No, it's not. It's not. Hold up, guys, wait. Is there the mirroring here? Hold on, guys. Let's just select one thing. Go with something like A. I want to just select this. Let's go with Tab. There we go. And then I'm gonna go with Shift, Alt. Click that. Okay, let's go with something like S to scale this a bit lower. The cylinder to match the reference. I see that actually does make sense. Let's go a bit higher. Wait, did I rotate while going? Hold on, guys. Let's go a bit up. There. Okay, now I want to go a bit outside. Let's go ahead and hit something like S. Now, guys, I love doing this part. I can go ahead and hit something like R. And then Z. No, RY 90. I like clicking that. That sounds kind of cool. Don't forget mirror. That actually does make sense. First, let me actually set it, though. Or should I mirror first? I might go with mirror. So let's go with something like mirror. And then I'm going to go with add modifier. I'm going to go ahead and add a subdivision as well. Let's go with something like search. A subdivision. There we go. That makes it look more like an arm. But this is going to be a simple subdivision. And then I'm going to go ahead and add another subdivision. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go with something like, I don't want to clip just yet, but I want to move it around. There. Okay, guys, I think the subdivision wasn't like necessary. Or was it? This looks kind of good, though. Okay, where are you from? Honestly, I do like live abroad, but I can't get my exact country. Okay, truly, you're the rage bait king of Blender. Guys, actually, is this like kind of awful? Okay, let's go out of here because I have never like made a actual human mesh or something. I mean, I have like worked on whatchamacallit, a character from Genshin Impact, but that looks awful. Okay, let's go all the way back there. There, and then I'm gonna go ahead and move this somewhere here. Okay, I mean, something doesn't look good, guys. It looks like he's covered in an armor or something. Okay, maybe I'm gonna go ahead and go with C for face select. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and select this. Let's go with something like Y, hit something like E to extrude. Okay, the cylinder, it already looks much better, but what if I go with something like Alt, select this whole thing, Shift, select that whole thing. How do I change its, the lines here? Because I remember there was like a way if I like hit something like Control N. Not Control N, I could change the lines here. Subdivide is not needed for here. Without subdivision, modifier, I see. Okay, that's it. Let's go to the y-axis here real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and hit something like E to extrude again. Oops, let's go ahead and select this face. I'm gonna go here. Let's hit something like E to extrude. Okay, now I gotta go ahead and do a few adjustments. If I go with something like Z, wireframe mode. Okay, I gotta go ahead and adjust this part. What if I like, let's see. Okay, should I add like loop cuts here? If I go with something like Control R, can I add like a few loop cuts? For example, a loop cut here, I'm gonna go with something like 1, select that part, go with something like G, select that part, go all the way up there, and then Control R to add a loop cut. Let's go with something like Control R. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and select that, go with something like G. There we go. I mean, something does not, I mean, actually, I think it is. I think it's kind of working. What's this? Honestly, I am like working on making 3D meshes for like the end of my program for 258 series. And since I do something that's not programming on Tuesdays, I thought today would be the perfect day to actually work on this. And I did like have a community post to ask you guys what should I do. I think like majority of you guys did go with Blender. It was kind of a close call though from like the geometry dash. Don't try to overcomplicate things from the start, bro. I see. Wait, am I actually overcomplicating this? Okay, let's go with Control R. Let's go all the way there. Okay, I might actually, can you guys like, send me a pretty good tutorial to watch on Blender, like on my Blender chat in the Discord. I can like actually watch that after the stream is over. Okay, and then maybe fix this part. Oh, there we go. Okay, here's the thing with fixing this. I'll have to move that part. Maybe I go ahead and hit something like G. Let's copy everything. Select everything from here. Hit G. Okay, maybe go ahead and fix the top, I guess. There we go. Let's go with something like G. Get this a bit lower. Maybe just that part. Hit something like G. Get that a little lower. Okay, does this part look good or does it look like my... Okay, let's go with something like solid preview. Okay, looks like my hand is a bit bent. Doesn't really look like an arm. It looks like a gun. Okay, let's go all the way up here. Yes, you're overcomplicating things from the start. How do I like not overcomplicate it? Okay, yup, way too much. Is it? I mean, when I like actually see Blender meshes, I see like all those bunch of lines. Like, I don't know if I have a reference, but then if you guys like do watch a lot of Blender videos, when they go to their vertices, so like I like see like so many dots here, like they're like so detailed type stuff. I'm like trying to get those. I thought that people do that using like the edge loops and all that stuff. Okay, that's it. I mean, not edge loops. What's it called? I forgot. So there we go. Okay, it's called the loop cut. Yeah, I used to think that people do that using the loop cut. Let's go to my x-axis, negative x-axis. There we go. Excuse me, guys. Like y-axis, go to something like wireframe mode. Now I gotta go ahead and fix this part. Oh, maybe instead of doing that, I might go with S. There we go, guys. That was actually kind of genius. Now I'm gonna go ahead and select that. Go with something like G. Get that a bit higher. And then I might eat some oats because I'm kind of starving. Okay, what if I go ahead and go back to my solid mode, hit A to select all, go with right click, and then I'm gonna smooth everything. There we go, smooth vertices. Okay, let's go to my object mode. Okay, I wouldn't say it's bad, it's just kind of awful from here. I gotta push that a bit more to the back, so I'm gonna go back to my tab. Let's go with something like 3, Shift, Alt, select everything. Actually, watch, select everything. I'm gonna go with Alt. Okay, it doesn't select the back, so I gotta go to my wireframe. Okay, let's go to my wireframe, click something like Alt, Shift, select everything here. Whoops, I might go with something like 3. Select everything from here as well. There. Okay, I think that's like good. I'm gonna go ahead and just move myself a little to the back. There, now let's go back to my solid preview. There, now my arms actually come out of my body. Let's go with Control Z real quick. I'm going to move my arms a bit here. There. I think that's good. Okay, Alt plus F4 multiplied by 2. Enter, you'll be out of this chaos. Alt plus F4. Wait, let me try that real quick. Let's go with Alt plus F4. Let's go with F4. Okay, I multiplied by 2. Should I click something like Alt F4 and 2? Does that do something? Guys, I actually clicked like Alt F4 and 2. Let's go with something like 8. Okay, maybe I go somewhere here. I'm gonna go to object mode real quick. Now, I'm gonna select everything and then go to edit mode. Alt F4 and 2. Or multiplied by 2, asterisk 2. How do I do that? Alt plus F4. Should I go with Alt F4 F4? That doesn't work. Is that a cat? Honestly, guys, it's like my humans is mesh up here. I mean, not like my human anatomy. What is this called? Like human anatomy? I actually forgot. There we go. Meow meow, guys. Meow meow is kind of crazy. Actually, I do love cats. I want to like adopt a cat someday. Sorry, me English no good. Guys, I feel like cats should actually speak English. Alt plus F4. Oh, and enter. I didn't see the enter. Let's go with Alt F4 and enter. Alt F4, enter. Okay, so I click Alt and then F4 to enter. What does Alt F4 multiplied by 2 enter do? Let's go ahead and copy that. Okay, let's go ahead and copy that. Let's actually get Gemini up here. Let's go ahead and ask Gemini what it does. There we go. Let's go ahead and get that share. I might actually get my OBS to like set my chats properly. There we go. Let's go there. Let's go ahead and extend that real quick as well. Now I'm gonna go ahead and paste this. Go with Shift Enter and see something like insane. What does this do in a Blender? Someone said me to use it. Okay, let's see. To close the program immediately. Alt plus F4, this is standard Windows command to close and activate Windows. Times to pressing it with twice ensure that you have multiple windows or pop-ups open. They all receive the close command. Seriously, guys? Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna like fracture before like actually clicking some kind of buttons. Bro, check out the modeling chat in Discord. Honestly, give us a second. Let me actually open Discord. Why did you betray Sensei ChatGPT for Gemini? Guys, I didn't actually betray ChatGPT, but I feel like Gemini is like, a bit better in a few things. This is how your character wireframe should be at start. Yeah, guys, that's exactly what I was talking about. Like, you guys see, like, all these vertices and everything here. It's so hard to get those many detailed vertices. I was trying to, like, get that through my wireframe and all that stuff. Huh. How did you guys, like, get to do this part? Okay, so I see there are... Aren't these loop cuts, these lines, or, like... Okay, because I used to think that these bunch of lines are all loop cuts, but apparently I was wrong, I guess. Okay, let's go ahead and exit that real quick. Now, what's the next thing that I should do? Should I, like, work on the absence of... Okay, maybe I go with something like -y. I want to go ahead and get these a bit back as well. I mean, I won't say... Oh, this is for the chest. There we go. This is the chest part. Okay, that model is kind of cool. Is it actually? Okay, in what thing is Gemini better, and why didn't you do the Alt F4? I asked what the Alt F4 was for. It was like to exit the stuff. But I think like Gemini is like good for giving actual code, but ChatGPT is better for like teaching me what it means because he knows. I did like try Alt F4, guys. Like if I were to click something like Alt and F4 in my keyboard, nothing actually happens because I actually tried it. Yeah, but could you guys see me press it? So like that's Alt and that's F4. Like if I click Alt F4, nothing happens, and then I can't hit Enter. What up, guys? I mean, it didn't happen. Okay, that Gemini is better than ChatGPT. I see. Okay, I meant it when I said it. You'll be out of chaos by pressing Alt F4 and Enter. Guys, that was kind of crazy. I think because my F1 and F2, like all my Fs up here, I think they're like disabled for some reason. I don't know how to on them back. That's let me go ahead and just eat some more milk because I am kind of starving. I do know that I need like a cube for my head and all that stuff. Okay, maybe I want to go ahead and hit something like Control R to loop cut here because I want to go ahead and extend this. Let's go with something like S to scale. I mean G. Why are they like stuck together? Oh, because my clipping is enabled. Let's go ahead and disable my clipping. Okay, let's go with Control Z real quick. I'm going to go with R to loop cut and then hit something like G. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my reference. I'm going to go to my wireframe mode and then let's go with something like Alt, like this. I want to go a bit higher and kind of away as well. Let's go with something like G to extend this part. Let's go ahead and extend this. Guys, wait. Didn't I like do this part before? Or am I just like... I could have sworn that I did this, to be honest. I guess I didn't. Okay, let's go all the way down here. Oh, I did it for the other side. Aren't both sides the same? I don't think modeling is... modeling a humanoid for learning is the best thing ever. I won't lie. Honestly, in that case, should I model something else? Okay, you don't know what a proper shape for now, bro? Okay, wait, in that case, what if I were to go ahead and, like, save this for the time being? I'm gonna go with something like desktop. This is something like human mesh, or I'll go with something like a male human mesh. There we go, and then let's go ahead and hit something like enter. I'll just go with male human. Okay, I have a bunch of other things to model as well, so I might actually exit that. Let's go ahead and open Blender again. Excuse me, guys, there we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and extend the size of this. Let's go with something like A, X to delete everything. I'm going to go back to my y-axis. Now, if I were to go to something like my background, in my desktop, under my Blender references, there are like a lot of humans. But if I were to go to my game items, there. I have a bunch of things to model. For example, my background, my buff bar, my dice, my drops, my fonts, my health bar, my meals, NPC, potions, projectiles, UIs, and weapons as well. I'm kind of curious. So there's a sword and a shield. I would eventually need to have a sword, so I might as well blend a sword. But the problem is these are pixels because I didn't know how to like actually draw stuff, so I actually drew it using pixels. I would suggest a donut. I don't have a donut though. Okay, and I appreciate you sticking to the stream, Mochi. I'll catch you next stream. If nothing happens, just delete the keyboard and buy a new one. Guys, buy a new one. It's kind of crazy. I'm gonna go now. Honestly, I appreciate you. I'm useless. I'll catch you next stream. Okay, that said, is a sword pretty beginner friendly? Okay, it is a pixel sword. I do have a shield as well. Is there something better? I mean, I could try modeling this. Should I go with a plane? If I go with Shift A, I have a cube and I have a plane. I think I'll go with a plane. But this is not 3D though. Maybe I go ahead and delete this. I want to model something that's kind of good looking as well. Let's go with Shift A. Then I'm going to go with something like background. Under my game items, I'm going to go a bit back to... Okay, let's go a bit back. Probably cannot. I'm going to go to desktops. I'm going to scroll down till I find game items. There. Okay, now I have my drops. Drops is going to be a key. Dice is going to be an actual. I think dice would be good, honestly. I might go with something like dice 2. There. I think this would be good. Prototype model a pistol gun. I don't have those images though. I meant it when I said you'll be out of chaos. I think Pixels, I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay guys, I think I can actually model this dice here. This shouldn't be that hard. I'm gonna go with something like Shift A. Let's go with something like Shift A. Let's go with meshes, a plane. Okay, my bad guys, not a plane. Maybe I go with something like a cube. There. This is going to be pretty good for my dice roller program as well. Okay, hold up guys. Maybe I go ahead and delete this real quick. Give me a sec guys. Let's go with something like delete. I'm going to go to my y-axis. Go with something like A. And hit something like S. Get that a bit higher. Using GZ. Because I want my dice to be a little smaller. Go with GZ. Get that a bit lower. Go with Shift A. Mesh. I'm going to go with a cube. Let's hit S to decrease the size. I'm going to go with GC. Get this a bit higher. Okay, and then I'm going to go with something like G right here. GX. Actually, GY. G. There, I think that's good. Now, I'm going to go to my edit mode, clicking tab, and then in my edit mode, I'm going to go ahead and click the top vertices using face select, go with something like Y. Actually, I might go with A and hit S, because I want to extend it a little. But these sides, I want it to be a bit 3D. So I could hit something like GX, go a bit there. Okay, and then I'm going to go with something like S to shrink this a bit more. Oh, hold up guys, maybe I go ahead and just keep the size to be this much. Let's go with GC. Okay, and then I'm going to hit S from this side. I want to go ahead and extend it from here. Okay, maybe I just go in wireframe mode. There we go, I completely forgot about it. Let's go all the way up here, hit something like my solid mode again. Go with G. GX. Okay, and lastly, I'm going to go ahead and click that. Go to Y-axis, go with something like GX. There. Actually, GZ. There we go. Okay, you can press N in keyboard while in Blender viewport and object model. Check out the dimensions if I click N. Oh, so you can press N in keyboard while in Blender viewports. I'm assuming that I'm in my viewport right now. Okay, and object mode, check out of the dimension. Am I in my viewport? Okay, this is some object that's extend. I'm in my edit mode actually. There we go. There's no wait, that's vertex paint. Not. I mean, I guess I'll go in edit mode. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and extrude this part. Let's go with something like E to extrude. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and select this part. And then I want to go ahead and extend this a bit towards the outside. So I'm going to go with something like, maybe towards the inside would be better, right? If I go with easy, that look good? Or I think outside would be much better. There we go. Okay. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot one thing, guys. I'm going to go with Shift R. Let's go ahead and select that part. I'm going to go with something like vertices select, wireframe mode, select this. Let's go ahead and delete my vertices. I'm going to go to modifiers, add modifier. I'm going to add a mirror modifier. I'm going to go ahead and enable clipping and select that. There. Okay, I'm going to go with something like A. I want to... Wait, before I click A, are they stuck together? Hold on, guys. Maybe I don't select clipping. I uncheck clipping. I'm going to go with something like A. And then something like G. There. I think that's good. Let's go with A again. And then I'm going to go with something like G. There, I think this is good. I think that's good. They're like kind of stuck together. Now I'm going to go ahead and select clipping. Let's go back to my y-axis. I'm going to go ahead and let's say extrude my stuff from here. Let's go to my face select. And then I'm going to go back to y-axis. Let's go ahead and hit something like E to extrude. There, that should be good. Okay, maybe I'm going to go with something like Control Z. I don't want to extrude all that much. Like, I think that should be good. And then I'm going to go ahead and face select this as well. I'm going to go ahead and extrude it a bit in front. So I'm going to go back to y-axis. Actually, I wish that I had more dimensions. Let's go with something like here. Okay, and then I'm going to click that part as well. Let's go ahead and get that a bit in front. I mean, does this even look like a good dice? Okay. Then press the top face. Make the cube bigger till the outer corners. Okay, hello, hiding Leon. I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, so to make the cube bigger till the outer corners, then press the top face and press I. Okay, maybe I go with a bunch of Control Z's. There we go. So make the cube bigger. Adjust the size. I see. Oh, okay, I see. So I'm gonna go with something like A to select all. Let's go with S to scale. Okay, let's get this a bit higher until the size of the inner box. Oh, the inner box. I think that's the inner box. Okay, and then go to the top face. I'm assuming Z. Okay, and then go ahead and press I. I'm pretty sure I is to like Okay, I did not know about that. This is actually kind of good. Outer corners of the reference image. I see. Okay, if I go with x-axis, wait, outer corners of the reference image. There we go. Okay, I'm back, but what happened to our human model? Many of you guys did actually tell me that, human model is kind of complicated for the beginning, so they were like, I should, make a simpler mesh first. That said, I went ahead and I changed that. Let's hit I as well here. Let's go ahead and change this to... Alright guys, let's go ahead and click something like I. There we go. There, that's good. Okay, wait, maybe I go with Control Z. I'm gonna go with something like I don't want to change it that much. Remove the loop cut, center loop cut. So if I go with something like A... Oh, I see. Okay, I see. In that case, I just remove my entire mesh from here. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to y-axis, go with A. Let's go ahead. Let's click something like A to select all. Then I'm gonna go ahead and delete face. Gonna go with Shift A, go to a plane. My bad guys, go with Shift A, go to a cube. There. Okay, go with something like S, decrease the size, up. Go with something like GXGZ, there we go. Okay, let's go with something like S right here. Go with GZ, and then... Okay, now I just gotta like adjust the size. I think I could go ahead and extrude a bit from here. But if I actually did this part, let's go with something like G to extrude. Let's go with something like G up here. There. Okay, now it covers my entire inner box. Remove the loop cut. There is no loop cut as well. I see a tiny square here. If I were to hit something like I... Oh, I see. Okay, I think I see. If I hit I, let's go with something like I to intrude. Okay, and then I'm gonna go up. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes so much sense. Hold up, guys. Let's go with something like I. There we go. I was trying to figure out what the I is supposed to do here, but I think I get it. Let's go with something like I. There we go. Okay, otherwise the object will remain in the hierarchy. I see. There we go. There, this makes so much more sense. Okay, let's go with I. Maybe I go back here. Let's go with something like I. There. Okay. Actually, I want to go with a bunch of Control Z's real quick. I want to select my top and bottom together. Hit I to intrude. So they're the same size. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and click this. And that together, hit something like I to intrude. And then lastly, I'm going to click this side and that side, hit I to intrude. There, that's actually perfect. Did I not click this side? Let's go with Control Z. Let's go with Shift, click that side, hit I to intrude. There, that's good. Okay, bro, select the face and press I twice. Select all the faces and press I twice. Let's try that. Okay, so select all the faces. I could go ahead and click Y real quick. There we go. Let's go with A. I did not even know about that, guys. Windows D will allow you to control all faces at once. Windows D. Guys, that actually closed my window. Hold up, guys, let me go ahead and open my chat. I gotta like fact check whatever you guys say like 3 or 4 times before I actually like do the stuff. Okay, that's it. Let's go ahead and just eat something real quick. Okay, let's go with something like control. Actually, let's go with Z. Let's go to my wireframe mode. There we go. Okay, now I gotta go ahead and add my tiny cubes. So I'll need 2 tiny cubes. But you can press A to select all faces. Honestly, I didn't know that part. Okay, that said, now I want to go ahead and add something up. So I'm going to go with something like Shift A. Let's go ahead and add a cube. Let's go ahead and decrease the size. There. Okay, I'm going to go with something like GZ to get myself a bit higher. And then I'm going to go with to the right, GC. Actually, GX. There. Okay, let's go with something like G to get me a bit here. And then I'm going to hit S. There, that's good. Now I'm going to hit something like Shift D and get that cube right here. Try fixing this. There. Okay, now that's perfect. My cube, although it is inside this thing, so I'm going to go ahead and hit something like Alt. Whoops. Select that. Alt. Select that. Select that. There. I'm going to go ahead and get them out now. Let's go with object mode. Hit something like SX. XY. There. There, I think that looks good. Okay, now let's go ahead and hit something like Shift DX. Actually, Y. There. Okay, I think that looks good. I think that looks good. I even have my heads. Actually, I don't have my head. What up, guys? Let's go with something like C, wireframe mode. Maybe I go with something like Alt A to select everything. Alt A to select everything. Shift. There. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and something like Shift D. And then the Y-axis. Let's go ahead and get myself out here. There we go. Okay, we don't model graphics and design. Oh, we don't? We use materials. Okay. You on model design. Oh, you model designs. I see. Don't want a separate cube. I know. I'm actually going to like join them. Let's go with something like G and Y to get myself a bit back. Let's go to my object mode. There we go. Okay, why is there no head here? I mean, I think it's kind of fine. I can go ahead and delete my head from here as well. There we go. I mean, I think it looks good with the heads though. Okay. Type this fast as Flash Windows plus X. You're not gonna fall for that again, guys. Press L and hover over mouse. L and hover over mouse. Huh. What does L do? Oh, I see. I did not actually know about this part. That's actually really useful. Okay, now I'm gonna go to my X-ray mode. Let's go ahead and exit my X-ray mode. This is a separate... I mean, I think like the whole thing is the part of one cube. Okay, that said, I might want to actually go all the way up here, hit something like Alt. I'm gonna go to face select, hit Alt, and then hit F. And then let's go down, let's hit Alt. There, and then I'm gonna hit F. Let's scroll down. I'm gonna go with Alt, F, and then I'm gonna hit something like Alt, F. Okay, perfect. That's actually pretty good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and exit my wireframe mode real quick. There, let's go ahead and shade smooth. So I'm gonna go with shade smooth. Let's go with A, and then right click. Okay, do you guys see smooth vertices? I'm pretty sure there should be like a smooth. Bevel, edges, knife. This is loops and cuts. Where is shade smooth? I'm pretty sure. Should I go to like object mode? Let's hit tab, go to object mode. Okay, it does not look like what I thought. Okay, it does not look as I thought, but why does it look kind of weird? Okay, huh. Previously, you're not selecting all the faces and those small cubes. That's why you duplicate. It doesn't have faces. Oh, I see. That actually makes sense. Okay, I'm a balloon. Okay, let's go ahead and eat something real quick. Mm. Okay, I think it's pretty good. But here's the thing, if I go back to tab and then I let's go with something like L and hover over this. What if I go with Shift D and then get this a bit higher? I'm gonna go with something like G and Z. Wait, did I hit the wrong thing? I'm gonna go with G to move and Z to go up. Whoops, let's hit Shift D, G, Z. Am I not going up? Okay, let's go to wireframe mode real quick. Let's go with Shift D. I can move this on. Okay, I'm gonna just hit Shift C, leave it here. Let's hit G, Z, get that higher. Let's go back to my object mode. This is gonna be the 6-sided hit. There we go, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hit Shift D again. Let's go with G, Z. This is like gonna be my 6 faces. I'm gonna go with another Shift D, this time ZX. Let's go all the way up there, and then I'm gonna go with Shift D. And then let's go ahead and, whoops, let's go with Shift D. And then I'm going to go with something like GZ and get myself a bit lower there. I think that's good. I think that's supposed to be good. Maybe I want to go like a bit lower. Let's go with something like Z there. Okay. You can install a add-on in Blender. For now, the add-on name is Spy Menu. I might actually look into that. What does the Spy Menu do? You have to add a subdivision surface modifier before shading smooth. Oh, I see. Okay, can I like undo my shade smooth? Okay, let's go all the way up here. Let's go with tab. Okay, shade auto smooth. Okay, I mean that looks good. It looks like a pretty good blender. Okay, it looks like a good mesh, I guess. I mean, it's not as smooth, but then let's go ahead and add a subdivision modifier. I won't say this is bad. Somehow this managed to look kind of good. Let's go with something like 3, 4. Okay, what if I go with simple? And then I want to change that to 2, 3, 4, 5. Should I add 2 subdivision modifiers? I could like do that. Let's go with another subdivision. Excuse me guys, that's actually insane. Don't add subdivision, too much topology. I see. Go to object mode and press shade auto smooth to fix all the weird shadows. I see. I mean, this actually looks kind of good though. Okay, I did not know this works like this, guys. This is like one of the best meshes that I've actually made. Okay, that said, you can decimate it later. I see. Okay, let's go back to Y. I did not actually expect this to look that good. Wait, did I just hit Control Z? Okay, let's go with something like Z, wireframe mode. Okay, wait, maybe I'm gonna go up here. Let's go to something like Y, maybe negative X, there. Okay, so that is 6. I'm gonna go ahead and change this to be something like 3. It's not that much topology, I see. Okay, let's go up here. Now, I'm gonna hit L, hover over this. Let's go with Shift D, copy that, go with something like G. And I'm assuming it goes somewhere here, right? There. This is for 3. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add a 2 here. Wait, why is this kind of out? How to go diagonally? Can't I go diagonally? G, X, X, C, Z, Y, Y. I think it should be around X. Oh wait, I think I could go this way as well. Let's go with something like GZ. There, I think I could go this way. I'm gonna go with something like GX, go a bit there, and then GZ, go a bit here. Okay, I think that's perfect. There. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and copy this again. I'm gonna go with L to hover. Guys, I feel that L is one of the best tips that I've gotten. Okay, let's go with something like G. And then Z. Wait, hold up, guys. I'm gonna go with something like Shift D. And then G. X. Actually, GY. Okay, I'm going to go to my wireframe mode. And then go with something like GX. There. Now, let's go ahead and add something like... There we go. I'm going to go with something like GZ. GX. There. I think that's good. I think that's good. Okay, now I have 6. I have 3. This is going to be 2. And that side's going to be 4. So part 2, I'm going to go with something like G and GY. I'm going to get that there. And then I'm going to go with something like 2. So it should be there and there. I'm going to go with something like Shift D. Let's go with something like GY. Get that all the way there. And then I'm going to go with something like GZ. Get that all the way here. There. Okay, that's only if you messed up. You can't loop cut when you ruin the topology. I see. Huh. What happened to my number 3? Okay, plus, if you mess it up, you can, repo. I see. Okay, let's go all the way up there. I'm gonna go with something like Z, get that a bit here. And then GX, actually GY to go a bit here. Okay, let's go with something like L. Guys, I feel like the L is so good. Let's go with something like GZ. And then GY. There. I think that looks pretty good for 2, guys. This is pretty insane. I did not think this would have turned out this good. Okay, and this side is going to be for 4. 4 is going to be kind of easy. I'm going to go with L. And then let's go with something like G. Wait, before I go with G, I'm going to go with Shift D. Now, I'm going to hit something like G. I did not know I could do this either. There we go. I'm going to go with something like GX to get myself a little back. There, I think that's good. Maybe I want to go with Control Z, GX a bit back. There. Okay, this is going to be 4. I'm going to go with Shift D. Let's go with GZ. Get myself lower. Okay, and then I'm going to go with Shift D again. Maybe I want to go with GZ and get myself a little higher. There, that's good. And now I'm going to go with something like Shift D, G, Y to get myself here. And then I'm going to go with Shift D, G, Y. Whoops. I'm going to go with Shift D, G, Y. Actually, GZ. There. Okay, that's good. So now I have 3, 2, 6, 4. I need 5 and 1. Okay, you can make this a mesh with like 40 vertices. I see. Wait, isn't this like a mesh right now? Shall I know the current time in our country? It's almost 2 p.m. Okay, you can just use array for better alignments, then delete unwanted meshes after you apply it. Okay, the only time I've ever like heard of arrays is like when I worked with like Python and C++. But I did not know there's arrays. I know like arrays like containers, like vectors and all that stuff. But I've never used it in Blender. Let's go with something like RX90. And then I'm going to go with G, Z. Okay, that did work. Let's go with something like GY. Get myself here. And then GZ, go a bit lower. Let's go with something like GY. Go there. And then GX to get in the center. There, this is going to be for 1. Wait, GX to get in the center. GY to go a bit to the right. There, I'm going to go to my Z-axis. I don't think that's in the center just yet. I'm going to go with GX. And then GY. There. That looks in the center, guys. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do something like L. Go with Shift D to duplicate. And then I'm going to go with... Guys, does this look like it's in the center? I think it is. I'm going to go with something like Shift Z. Get that a bit lower. I'm going to go all the way down here. Go with Shift C. Get that higher. There. Okay, so that's a 1 line of 5. Now, I'm going to go with Shift D. Go with G... Y. Get myself a bit higher. And then I'm going to go with something like Shift D. GY to get myself a bit lower. I'm going to go with something like GX to go there. Shift D. GX to go here. Okay, let's go with something like L. L, there we go. I'm going to go with something like GZ to go... Wait, do I have this selected? There we go. Let's go with L. I'm going to go with GX. How do I have something selected? Okay, I had one vertex selected. I'm going to go with G. Let's go with GX. Get that there. Okay. Am I looking at this correct? Go with Shift D. There. I'm going to go with GX. Go all the way there. And that's perfect. Okay, we have 13 hours difference time. 13 hours difference in time, bro. I see. Okay, and the texture, and then texture it with image texture. Oh, that actually sounds kind of cool too, guys. This looks like really, really insane. It might be one of the like coolest meshes that I've made in a long time. Okay, that looks kind of good. Now, I'm assuming I gotta go ahead and click this button and that button as well. Let's go with something like tab. There we go. Okay, what is this extra line here for? Let's go ahead and delete that edge. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now, I gotta go ahead and let's go with something like UV editing. I'm gonna go with something like A, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hit something like U to Smart UV Unwrap. Let's go with Smart UV Unwrap. I want some space. Axis margin. Wait, did I go with U? And then this is gonna be Smart UV Project. Outline margin is gonna be 50. I did not know there are going to be these many things here. I mean, I guess we could go like one at a time. Will you texture? Honestly, I do want a texture. Make a low play for this. I see. Okay, and guys, later I wanna actually animate this as well. I have never animated stuff, but I feel like you guys are way too insane. Okay, that's it. Let's go all the way up here. Let's go with something like L. Okay, so what color did these have to be? I'm very sure these had to be like black. So I'm gonna scroll a bit down here. Let's go with something like color in my texture painting. Okay, how do I like kind of color this? Let's go with L. I mean, I think in UV editing. Okay, and bake high poly or low poly, I see. Guys, how do I kind of, whatchamacallit, add colors here? Should I, like, click something black? Is there a paintbrush or something to color here? So there's particles, there's modifiers, there's objects, there's world, there's material. I'm pretty sure I gotta do something in my materials section. Maybe I could change the base color to be black. Now, is the base color really going to be black? If I go to my modeling, go all the way down here, let's go back to my tab, let's go here. Wait, that made my entire mesh black. Okay, no, go to shading tab. Shading, there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, so once I'm in shading, I used to use this page, like, I forgot almost everything about this, so I have nodes here and all that stuff. In my nodes, do I need to load in a palette? Because I do not have a palette. Instead, if I go with something like new, I'm going to go with something like dice 2. Select all the dots. Okay, let's go ahead and exit that. Select all the dots. In tab, I go with something like L. There. And let's go with L. Guys, I feel like this L trick is kind of crazy. Let's go with L, L, L. What if I just go with A? There we go. Okay. Next up, once I'm done selecting the dots, should I like do something about this? I forgot. I should have watched a video on how to use a shading. I used to use this before, but I forgot like all about this. Should I like change my base color to white? It does change. Oh, I think I see. Hold up, guys. I'm gonna go with something like L. Let's go with L. I'm gonna change the base color to be black. Wait. Only the dots. Yeah, I did like select only the dots here. Okay, add an image texture by using Shift A. Let's go with something like Shift A. And then textures, image texture. There we go. Okay, so in my image texture, I'm gonna go with something like new, maybe cancel. I'm gonna go ahead and open an image. This image is gonna be for my desktop. Go to texture space on the right side. Wait, let me actually try that first. Before that, I might just try going with something like game items, and I'm going to dice. This is going to be dice 2. There. Okay, and then go to the texture space on the right. On the right side, texture space on the right. Is it like right here? Or okay, does it say? Oh, I see. Wait, I see sample size. And then this is the only right side that I have here. So like, is it this area? Okay, that says something like materials. That's cube. Okay, that's dice. What if I go ahead and connect this node somewhere? Maybe I'm going to delete this for the time being. Okay, let's go ahead and delete that for the time being. Wait, can we delete this stuff? There we go. The red one. Okay, I think I am like in the red one. Like this is the material section here. In case you guys can see it in the vertical stream image texture node. Okay, and now inside that, I can go with a base color of something like black. But for some reason, the base color changes my entire mesh's color. I just want to change like the specific dots' color. Could it be because my entire mesh is just one image and like I did not add separate cubes for these? To fix that, maybe I could go to modeling. I could go with something like L. Oops, maybe something like L, 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 and L. I'm gonna go ahead and add a modifier. Let's go with something like a Boolean modifier of a difference. And then I'm gonna go ahead and apply. I can't apply it. No results found. Okay, select all the dots and press the and assign it in the material tab. Press all the dots and assign it in the material tab. Okay, I could go ahead and try that. Let's go with something like tab. I'm gonna go with something like L, 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 L. Okay, go to edit and material tab and hit apply. Okay, wait, let me actually select this real quick though. Okay, let's go with L. Guys, I feel that L is like very insane. I used to go ahead and like sometimes like whatchamacallit, struggle so much with like selecting the whole thing, clicking Alt. On a new texture, go to the edit and material tab. Okay, go to edit material tab. Okay, so I see add node cube. On a new texture. Texture? I see a material tab here, so by edit, I am in edit mode. I'm assuming edit is like edit mode and then material tab. I see material tab here. Okay, and hit apply. Material tab and then hit apply. Yes, you press the plus icon. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then I see. So I am in this place. Should I go with something like new and then a base color of something like black? Did I do something? Okay, there is a list. Press plus. Okay, so I did press plus and then I like got here. Okay, there's a list, so press plus. Okay, did I have to press like this plus? Then assign. Okay. Assign, so I'm clicking assign but nothing's happening in assign. Should I go with the list here? Okay, new. Okay, let's go with something like new and then assign. Okay, what if I change this to something like, oh, that actually worked. You did it right, let's go. Guys, I actually did not think this part is gonna work. It's kind of crazy that it actually did work. This is going to be so useful like in the future when I have multiple things to edit. This looks really cool, guys. Okay, that's it. If I were to go to something like Y, what color do I want it to be? Let's go with something like Y. I'm gonna go ahead and hide this up real quick. Let's go. Okay, wannabe American accent, guys. American, you see what we call it? Wannabe American accent is kind of crazy. That said, whoosh. Let's go, guys. Let's go ahead and close it real quick. Okay, apparently my cubes had to be something like red. Hell yeah, let's go, guys. This is the best feeling. Even like when I actually program and do all those stuff, this is like one of the best feelings when I get something to work. That said, does red look good? Okay, do you guys think red or black? Which looks much better? Because like, if I were to cover this, originally this is like red color and then I have like a black background. But I think red looks kind of good, honestly, unless it's just me that feels like it's good. Okay, that's it. I want to go ahead and animate it as well right now. So, I'm actually absolutely new when it comes to animation. That's how you add different colors to one object. I did not know that, but definitely like, keep that in mind next time. It's actually kind of cool, guys. Okay, that's it now. I don't think I can like animate it here because I haven't watched a single tutorial on animating. I do know they add wedges and everything. Wow, you really did amazing work. That actually is so cool. Guys, I did not think this is gonna actually work. This is kind of cool actually. I want to go ahead and try loading it inside my Unreal Engine. For that, I'm gonna hit something like tab, go with something like L. I might want to get this a bit lower, so I'm gonna go with something like G, C. There, I think that's good. Guys, this is good beyond any words. It's so cool. There we go. Okay, now I want to go ahead and let's say do something else as well. I want to animate it, but is animating like the smarter choice here? Okay, so there's physics, there's particles, there's objects. Okay, press I to add keyframes. So if I click I, nothing selected to key. I've never done animation before. I see. Okay, so let's see. Do I gotta go somewhere up here? Should I like go in a different tab? Toggle the camera view, and then that is hand, that is switch camera. Okay, this is texture, so I see textures option, I see this option. I don't really see an animation. Do you guys think I should like watch videos on animation off stream or try figuring it out on stream? Oh, I see animation up here. Never mind, guys. Okay, in object mode, the cube selected. I see. There we go. So in object mode, the cube selected. Okay, so how do I... Oh, I see. Let's add I for a keyframe, nothing to apply. So let's go with A, let's go with I. Added a keyframe. Next frame, I want it to spin a bit. So I'm going to go with something like R in the Y-axis. Nope, in the Z-axis. There. And then I'm going to hit I to add a keyframe again. Okay, the I doesn't work again. Before exporting to Unreal, please check the normal facing the correct way out. Actually, I should do that. That's it, guys. How do I add another keyframe here? Is there like a plus button? Because my eye doesn't work again. Oh, wait, I think I see. Wait, I'm gonna go with something like R and Z. Let's rotate it all the way. There. Okay, now if I were to play it. Wait, let's play it from the very beginning. Doesn't it like work? Let's go with 0. Gonna go here. It doesn't work though. Okay, should I click another eye? You have to hover over the mouse. You have to hover your mouse over the viewport. I'm assuming this is viewport. Let's hover over it. Let's go ahead and get this here. Okay, let's hover over it and then let's go ahead and run. Okay, I mean, it's like a very small animation, even if there is one. How do I add multiple keyframes? Maybe I go with something like play a bit. There, now I'm gonna go with something like RZ. Rotate it. Okay, and then hit I to add a keyframe. There we go. Let's go ahead and play it. It kind of worked, guys. Okay, now I want to go ahead and add another keyframe. I'm gonna go midway in the center, go with something like R, and then let's go ahead and hit something like X. Nope, maybe something like Y. There, that's better. I'm gonna go ahead and hit I to add a keyframe. Hit I to add a keyframe. Nothing to apply keyframe. Well, let's go with A. Hit I. There. Oops, let's get that there. There we go. Let's go all the way there. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go all the way up here. Play. What up, guys? Did I kind of mess something up here real quick? If I go here and I run the code. I mean, not the code, the program here. Okay, wait. What if I want to copy these keyframes and then go with something like GX to get them a bit here? And then I'm going to go here. I want to get another keyframe. Like, I want to go with something like A, R, and Y. There. I'm gonna go ahead and hit something like I to insert a keyframe. Now let's go all the way back here. Now? Oh wait, is it wrong? Is it the wrong way to go? Because I feel it looks kind of cool actually. Or can I just like spin it? This is like a good rotating animation. What if I actually copy this, go with something like G, get that somewhere here. Or maybe go with G and get that here. Both the keyframes rotate together. I mean, it does not like rotate together. Great job, I appreciate you. Blue Swirl is our pin name. That actually means the world to me, guys. Add another keyframe at 60 after you're done with rotation. I see. Oh wait, in that case, what if I copy this, go with G, go to something like 60? Okay, is that like a full rotation? Let's go ahead and run the code real quick. And then next up at 120, I want to go at 120. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab that to be at 120. There we go. Now at 120, I want to go ahead and go with something like A to select all, R and Y to spin. An entire rotation. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and drag this to 120. Let's go with something like I. Maybe I go ahead and go with something like R. And then a Y, rotate it in a 120. There. Maybe a bit more. I mean, I think that's good. I'm gonna hit something like I. Wait, I didn't add a keyframe this time. You could animate it with physics. How do we do it with physics? I want to try it that way as well. Let's set it. Only select the cube. Only select the cube. Okay, my cube is selected here. Because my animation kind of works up here. That looks kind of cool. But then I want to try working with physics too. Okay, so if I select the cube, is there a way to like auto rotate it or something? Excuse me, guys. Oh wait, what if I go ahead? Oh, I have my transforms here too. I can go ahead and rotate, add a keyframe. Okay, let's see. That spins, that turns. Guys, this is insane. Okay, let's go with something like G. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go ahead and get that up at here. There, does this look good now? Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. I might actually go with Control D and then G. Wait. Okay, do I got a like bunch of keyframes? There, that looks good. That's like a random animation up there, like a random spin animation. Okay, let's go all the way back here. Okay, guys, I don't think this looks rigged or anything. It looks kind of good. It always stops at 2 though. But I want to go to my modeling real quick. How do I play it here? Is there a play option? What if I go to something like object mode? Can I play here? I can't. I mean, I guess. For physics simulation, okay, maybe animate with rig body. I was trying to figure out how to get the rig body, but I don't know how to like actually add a rig body. Like, relationships. Can I type something like rig? Rig body, there we go. Okay, and then activate passive or active. Okay, select the cube, pressing it, remove your keyframe, lift it in the air, add a plane. In the add mesh menu, go to the physics tab on the right side. Oh, okay, wait, let me actually do that real quick in that case. I'm gonna go ahead and delete all this. Let's go with backspace or delete keyframes. I'm gonna go all the way up here. Let's go ahead and remove my rig body for the time being. Let's go ahead and remove my rig body. Let's select this whole thing. Select the cube, pressing it, remove your keyframes, lift it in the air. So I'm gonna go with something like R. Let's fix my position real quick. There. Okay, if I were to be in the y-axis, it's kind of slanting. I'm gonna go with something like R and fix it real quick. There we go. Okay, you're adding unnecessary data. Only select the cube. Okay, there we go. So this is my cube that is selected. You need another object like a plane below the cube for the rig body to work. Oh, I see. Okay. So I'm gonna go with something like GZ. Get myself up. I'm gonna go with something like Shift A. Let's go with mesh. I'm gonna go ahead and add a plane. Okay, now I have a plane here. So should I go ahead and add a rig body now? Active. Maybe before I add my rig body, I go with A, select all. Rig body. Nope. Maybe rig body constraints fixed. Point. Did I add a rig body? Guys, I'm definitely going to watch tutorials after the stream is over, but okay. Add a mesh. Okay. So plane in the add mesh menu. So add. Oh, wait, hold up, guys. I think I see. Let's delete this. I'm assuming the add mesh menu is here. Let's go with something like a plane. There we go. That's my plane. Okay, go to the physics tab on the right side. So on the right side, physics. What if I type PHY? Okay, rig body. Okay, set the plane to passive instead of active. Oh, okay, let's go with something like rig in that case. Let's go with rig. Okay, rig body. Remove rig body. How did I go with my rig body before? Maybe I type something like uppercase rig, like RIG. Add rig body. Settings. How did I go to the rig body before? I'm pretty sure I was like at my rig body before this, right? Wait, what if I click this and I go with something like rig? This is scene. Wait, I'm in my scenes section. Okay, add a plane. Yeah, hi doing Mochi Mochi. Appreciate you joining the stream. Then cube should be active. I see. How do I go to that place? I remember going there once. I cannot. How did I go there? And I typed rig as well. Wait, if I were to go to something like shading, maybe my model. Let's go all the way here. If I were to go to animations, I get moved up to my scene. How did I search for a rig here? Just go to the right side. Right side physics tab. Physics tab. Just go to the right side physics tab. So this is the right side. And then physics is tab. That's world. That's scene. Collection. Object. Modifiers. Particles. Physics. There we go. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. Let's go with rig body. I'm gonna go ahead and set my plane. Let's go to object mode. I'm gonna set my plane. Okay, let's go here to my cube real quick. I'm gonna set this to active. My plane is gonna be passive. There we go. And then should I select animated or something? Let me eat some oats actually. It's a tab like the material. I see. Okay, let's go here. Let's go ahead and decrease the bit. There we go. Okay, now once I'm here, should I click animated or something? How to watch your stream in horizontal mode? I can't see your stream. Honestly, if you guys do go to my channel, I have like 2 streams in my channel. For example, let's go all the way up here. There we go. Hold up, guys. Let me go ahead and open my channel here. There we go. So, like, in my channel, I have like 2 streams. One is vertical, like this is the vertical stream, and the other is the horizontal. So, like, there are like 5 watching in the horizontal. You guys could like click that stuff. That's it. Let's go ahead and just exit this. Wait, are both horizontal by any chance? No, I'm pretty sure one is vertical. Just play the animation. Okay, so should I just play it? Okay, if I play animation, nothing happens. So in that case, should I like whatchamacallit? Go to something like animated here. Okay, settings animated. Is that a keyframe? Okay, should I go? Okay, this is my rig body. That's like ridge body. Okay, collision. Should I add collision? I have soft body. I have force field. Maybe collision. I don't know how to add the collision. I got like watch tutorials on this part. Okay, let's see. So let's get this there. I want to go ahead and drop this down. Should I go with something like a dynamic or add keyframes? Select the cube. Okay, the cube is selected. Let's go ahead and run the code. Okay, I don't actually see something when it's selected. This shape is convex source stuff. Okay, and guys, the stream delay does not help this at all. Let's go all the way up here. What is like fluids for? Okay, I mean the keyframes did like work better, I feel. Double check if you have ridge body on. Okay, so I'm assuming I have my ridge body on here and I have my ridge body on here as well because like both ridge bodies are like there. Is there like a way to check if it's like on or off? Animated should be on. Oh, animated is off for both. I like off the animation for both. There we go. And now if I run the code. Is it because I did not add gravity or something for it to be pushed downwards? My plane is passive, that is active. My animated is checked, so allow ridge body to be controlled by the animation system. I see. Okay, and then I see convex. Let's go down here. And then this is allow ridge body to be controlled by animation systems. Should I just add like keyframes? I feel like that might be much easier. Okay, no. I see. Oh, should I have these animations? On. Wait, no, on. Play it? I mean, if I play it, nothing falls. Okay, there we go. So, like, nothing actually falls. But, let's see. So, my animated is checked on. Animation not be on. I see. Okay, I meant off. I see, there we go. Okay, so my animation is off. If I were to play it now, maybe I shouldn't select anything. Or I should select everything. Let's go with something like A to select everything. Oh, I see. I didn't select everything. But nothing like happens. I see. Change the shape from convex to mesh. Convex to mesh. There. There are no child ridge bodies. Oh, I set it to compound parent. Let's go with mesh. There we go. And then deforming can be checked. I just assume the deforming should be checked. Nope, maybe I close the deforming. Let's go back here. Let's run the code. Okay, the deforming was not checked. Isn't it like easier to like go with keyframes type stuff? Okay, speaking of keyframes, I see surface response, sensitivity, collision. Sensitivity is good. Friction. Okay, bounciness. Is that like bounciness? I mean, settings. How do I get this? Like, are we planning to like drop this down or something? Change shape to whole convex. Huh, maybe I eat some oats to like jog my memory. Like, what the hell? Guys, should I add keyframes? Maybe I do go with some keyframes. I want to go ahead and let's say maybe remove this and then go there, remove that, maybe delete a plane. Okay, I forgot how to delete. There we go. And then I'm going to select that. Let's go to y-axis. I'm going to go with something like G, C, go down. And I'm just going to decrease the size because I feel like dicey should be like a bit small. Okay, I'm going to go with something like GZ. Get that a bit lower. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just move myself back. Go here. Let's go a bit higher. I'm going to go ahead and let's say click some, select this. I'm going to go with something like I wanted to start here. All channels. Didn't I like add keyframes like this? Okay, maybe I go with something like 60. I'm going to go with R. And then let's go ahead and rotate. Excuse me, just rotate it like that. Hit something like I. And then hit I. That's joint. Let's run the code. Okay, maybe I delete this I. Okay, let's go ahead and delete keyframe. Guys, because I feel like it should have worked, but it apparently did not. Okay, let's go with something like R to spin. Let's go with I to add a keyframe. Now this should work. Let's go here. Okay, that's kind of good. Trial and error, guys. Trial and error is kind of crazy. I mean, actually, I feel like trial and error is like one of the best ways to actually get this done. But I will be watching a lot of tutorials off stream, guys, because I feel this is kind of fun. Okay, maybe I go up here. Let's go with Y. I want to set this position to be a bit straight, so I'm going to go with something like R. There, I think that's straight. There, let's turn it. I think that's pretty straight. Now, I'm going to go ahead and firstly start off by clicking I. I'm going to go to something like 60. There we go. And then let's go with something like R, X, 90. Wait, what side is the 90? Maybe not 90. I mean, I think 90 is good. Oh, I forgot to add an I. Okay, let's go with then. Does it start here? Okay, I'm going to go with 60. I'm going to go ahead and click something like R. Okay, let's go with. Whoops, did I click an I? Let's select. I'm going to go with something like 60. Let's hit something like R, X, maybe RY, RZ. There we go. There, that's a perfect spin, guys. There. Okay, and then I'm going to click I to add a keyframe. Now, let's see it. Let's go ahead and run the code. Okay, I mean, I won't say it's bad. It's kind of good. But I want to go ahead and add a keyframe down here as well. How do I add a keyframe, like, down here? Maybe once I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and hit something like R. And then X, maybe RY. Let's just spin it that way as well. There. I'm going to go ahead and hit something like I to add a keyframe. Let's go ahead and run the code. Okay, maybe somewhere here, because which side does this spin? So it spins like that. Okay, maybe I delete this keyframe. Let's go ahead and delete keyframe. Okay, was it because he had keyframes on? Even I'm confused. Okay, I mean, I guess I just watched tutorials. That's like the whole reason, most likely, guys. Okay, let's go here. Let's go with something like G. Get myself a bit here. There we go, because I feel like using the ridge body is like much better as well. Okay, but when I'm here, I want to go ahead and stop myself. I'm going to go with R. Okay, let's go with something like R. And then X to there. And then let's go with R, Z. Okay, R, Y. Let's go ahead and get myself straight. There. Okay, I mean, I think that's correct. I'm going to go with R, Z. There. Okay, and then I'm going to click I to add a keyframe here. There we go. Okay, now let's go all the way back. Guys, I think that's as smooth as it gets. Maybe the size wasn't applied. Do you want to make pillow? I could actually, you can't maybe. I could actually make a pillow. Are we like talking about a little pillow or like a different stuff? Okay, that's it. I want to go ahead and try loading this in my Unreal Engine real quick. I want to see how it works. Okay, so I'm gonna go with something export. Export the QLB file or QLG file. I'm gonna go ahead and hit something like desktop. Let's say something like, maybe I might go with something like animated dice. Animated dice, but this one just add animation. I gotta do something for that. I might just go with dice. Actually, animated dice sounds much better, guys. There we go. Let's go ahead and export it. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna go ahead and create a folder. This is going to be a new folder called something like animated, ANIMATE, animated meshes. There. Stop. Did I mess something up here? Okay, I would say try going to object menu, then add menu to have on rigid body. Check your normal before exporting. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Hold up, guys. Let's go here. Let's go to something like face orientation. I'm gonna go with something like edit mode. Okay, let's turn on face orientation. Was it here? I mean, I think it's normal, right? Attribute test? I think it was face orientation. Okay, stop. It's like, if it's usually blue, what if I go with tab? Okay, I mean, if it's blue, that means it's good, but I don't see a color either way. Let's close face orientation. Oh wait, I think I see. Maybe my dices needs to be flipped. There we go. I think my dice has got to be flipped, guys. Okay, for the time being, I'm going to change this color to something like pink. Okay, let's go ahead and disable, enable. There we go. Okay, so I guess I got to change these. Let's go with something like L. Maybe I'm going to go with tab. Let's hit L. L. Okay, no, it's not. I see. Okay, let's go with L, 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 L. Okay, let's go ahead and select it all. Let's go ahead and select that, select that, select that, select that, select that, select that. Okay, and then lastly, select these 5 squares as well. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and right click and flip them. Wait, isn't this how we flip them? Subdivide? Alt N? Oh, Alt N, there we go. Alt N, then I flip. Okay, perfect. That's actually kind of insane, guys. Like, I should be paying more attention to that stuff, but now this is going to look perfect. I guess I gotta go ahead and export it again. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. Let's go ahead and delete that. Let's go to something like file. Let's go to export. I want to export it as a QLB file. Let's go to something like desktop. This is going to be called animated dice. Let's go ahead and export. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna set that in my animated meshes, which is gonna go inside my Blender's QLB section. There we go. And then this is male Blender. I'm gonna get that inside my Blender meshes. And now let's go ahead and open my Unreal Engine real quick. There we go, guys. This is gonna be kind of insane. But while I'm opening that, I want to go ahead and save this in my desktop. This is going to be called something like dice. Let's hit something like save. There we go. Save to Blender. I'm gonna go ahead and open my Unreal Engine. Inside, I'm gonna go to something like my projects. I might want to open my project here. There we go. And guys, this is the project that I worked on like yesterday night as well to like get my actual object to like run. Yes, it's face oriented. I see. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and wait for this to load. While it's loading, I might actually exit that. Did I close my Unreal Engine by any chance? There we go. Okay, while I'm at it, I might open my Visual Studio as well. I mean, I was planning not to do any kind of coding or programming related stuff today because today's day was just like a general have fun stream type stuff. But I mean, I think it's kind of good. Let's go all the way up here. Let's go to my content. I'm going to go back to my map here. Now, in my map, I'm going to go ahead and just shrink this. There. Okay, let's go to something like content. I'm going to go ahead and delete my QLB file. Hold on, guys. Let's go back to content. Let's right click that. I want to force delete this. Delete. Okay, let's delete every single thing from here. Force delete. There. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and load my QLB file in here. Okay, this is my updated one. There we go. Let's go ahead and get my chat back up here too. There. Okay, now I have my meshes and my dices and all that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. Okay, let's go ahead and close my content, close my C++ classes. I'm going to go to my Blender QLB. I'm going to go to animated meshes, animated dice, materials. Whoops, not materials, guys, my bad. Animated dice, static mesh. It really is animated here. Wow, you made that floor? Honestly, I did not actually like make the floor, but I made like different mesh and all that stuff here. This floor is like the whatchamacallit, is the thing that Unreal like already gives us and all that stuff. But eventually when I'm making my literal game, I am gonna be changing this floor and all that stuff. That's like one reason I wanted to like work with Blender. Okay, let's go here, cause I mean, whatchamacallit, I feel it's like gonna be way too expensive to like actually hire someone who's gonna make like so many models. And I feel it's a pretty good skill to have as well. Let's go all the way up here. Now, how do I animate it? I mean, how do I enable my animation? Like, if I were to go ahead and it's something like live compile, let's go ahead and live compile this. There we go. Let's go with live compile. Let's go ahead and compile that. Wait for it to compile real quick. While it's compiling, I'm going to go ahead and open my Visual Studio. Let's go to my project. Extend my project. Okay, everything is loading. What up, guys? Maybe I go ahead and eat some oats as well. There we go. So I have a bunch of projects here. I did like add this code yesterday. I was working on this code last stream as well. Actually, a stream before, like Monday, I was working on this stream. So let's go ahead and get my Unreal Engine back here. Okay, I need to learn how to animate this dice. Whoa, I got really quick, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna move while slowing myself down. Okay, slow myself down. I guess I gotta go do this to slow myself. There we go. Okay, I think this speed should be good. So that is my camera. Where's my mesh gone? Oh, I did like delete my QLB file, so I could go ahead and extend this. Let's go ahead and add a mesh. This is going to be, let's say, I'm going to add a static mesh. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and, I don't know, add who to my mesh. Maybe I might go with something like my Lisa. This is the mesh that I made as well. Okay, let's go ahead and add that. Wait, where did I even add it? Hold on, guys. Let's go with Control Z. I'm going to go to my human. And then now my human, I have a camera here, but I'm going to go ahead and add a static mesh. Do I have a static mesh? There we go. This is going to be my Lisa's mesh. And guys, Lisa was my Genshin's character who I horribly failed to actually make in Blender. Like, I did not even know how to, like, make the eyes, so I just, like, left the eyes. Like, I didn't even, like, make the eyes. This felt like, this looks like an Among Us character, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna go a bit higher. There we go. And I did not know how to add hands or anything. I didn't even know how to add a good texture, so I just left it as it is. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and get this here now. Let's go ahead and click my camera. I'm gonna go ahead and get this part down. Let's go to something like follow camera. Gonna get that higher, a bit in front, a bit more higher. Let's go with R to rotate. Actually, E to rotate. There, this is a pretty good third person. Let's go all the way higher. I never tried Unreal before. I'm so helpless. Honestly, Unreal is like, I'd say it's like a bit hard when you start, but it's like really, really easy. If you guys do need help with Unreal, make sure like let me know. I feel like I'm pretty used to Unreal at least, like right now. So I could be like really helpful to you guys. Yeah, let's go all the way down. And in my Discord server, there's like a help chat type stuff. Okay, but I do gotta learn Blender because I don't know what day it is. I think it's like day 118 or something for my program for 250 series. So I should have all the meshes ready by then. Okay, that's it. Let's go all the way up here. Now, if I were to run the code, this is my mesh. Okay, where I can, Guys, for a second, I thought everything just crashed. Okay, wait, let's run the code again. Okay, I thought that my PC just crashed for a while. Okay, I guess, I mean, I knew this was not going to be this thing because I added a whole different static mesh up here. I mean, I could work on my meshes later. I want to see if my dice animation works and all that stuff because this is like a whole different camera, I'm assuming. Okay, because let's go all the way up here. Wait, was this the correct project? I have IA move, I have RMB. Oh, I see. Okay, if I run the code, I can't move originally unless I hit my right mouse button. Is that part actually here in my code? So, only if my RMB is pressed. Okay, so if my RMB is pressed, I want to add my yaw movement and my pitch value. I mean, this stream wasn't supposed to be coding, guys. I'm going to look at that later. Let's go all the way up here. There we go. Okay, instead, I want to go ahead and check how do I like play my animation of my dice. So I could go ahead and get Gemini here because there we go. Let's say something like, let's say, so I made a animated dice, but I don't know how to play my dice animation. Okay, in my UE5 because I honestly have never worked with animated stuff in Unreal Engine. That said, I'm gonna just go ahead and remove my human for the time being. Or I could change my possess. Let's go with something like possess to be disabled. There, now if I were to compile, let's hit something like live compile. Let's go with something like live compile. There we go. Okay, while it's compiling, this engine actually doesn't remind me. This engine actually does remind me of Roblox Creator with support Lua. I actually do know what you mean. Like, there's like a Roblox Studio and all that stuff where I can move right here. There we go. That's my dice. Okay, let's exit this. Now, I do actually know what you mean. Like, in the there's like the Roblox Studio where they have this exact same floor and all that stuff. But if I'm not wrong, fact check me, guys. I think like Roblox Studio actually has AI there as well, where we just say AI to like make stuff and it actually makes it for us. Okay, that's it. Let's go all the way up here again. Okay, let's see. Getting a dice animation from Blender to Unreal 5 involves two main steps. Exporting correctly from Blender, that is correct. Export from Blender the right way file. Export FBX. I mean, I think ULB is fine as well. Import to Unreal Engine, open your Unreal Engine, FBX, drag it to the browser. Import mesh. Okay. Crucial, check the box for animations. That is there. How to play the animation in your level. Once imported, you'll see files in your skeletal mesh. Purple bottom bar 1 is your animation sequence. Okay, first method, drag the skeletal mesh into your level. Okay, with the dice selected in your viewport, look at the details panel. Okay, fastest way, drag the skeletal mesh. Okay. Okay, 1 is your skeletal mesh. So, I'm assuming that I gotta go ahead and get my Unreal Engine here. Go to content drawer, drag my skeletal mesh. Oh, that is skeleton. There. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. Let's go ahead and type delete. Because if animation actually works in Unreal Engine, like if I get it to work, that's gonna be really, really cool. Okay, so this is my skeletal mesh here, and then in my details tab right here, I gotta go ahead and do something. Do you have you ever heard of textural breaking? Actually, I think I've heard of that. Like where my textures don't load here. It's like when I load my FBX file, that's when my textures don't actually load. That's the reason I like start loading QLB files, because with those I can actually like see my textures in my screen or my meshes. That said, find the animation section, change the animation mode to use animation assets. Okay, find the animation. Okay, with the dice selected in the viewport, look at details. On the right, find animation section. Change animation mode to use animation assets. Okay, so animation section. So maybe I type something here. Okay, physical animation. Nope. So this is my details panel here. Let's go ahead and just extend that a little. There we go. Let's go ahead and click my dice. Is it called dice? Okay, so it's called animated dice. Now, animation mode. Oh, I see. I think I see what Gemini meant. So, animation section, animation, find the animation section, animation mode. Use animation assets. So, I gotta change this to use animation assets. This is gonna be my, let's see, which animation asset? Okay. Okay, use animation assets in anim to play or in anim to play. Select your dice animation, check the loop and play boxes, press play in the editor, add cinematic level sequence, click the track button on the dice sequence. Okay, the cinematic way, if you want the dice to roll at a specific time like during a cutscene. Okay, if I go here, so this is my animation section, so I'm here. Then I see this button. Let's go with Control-Shift-S. Let's go ahead and just take a screenshot of this. Okay, aim to play. What should I select up here? So let's go ahead and get Gemini up here. Let's go ahead and paste this. Let's say, which one should I select? The first or second question mark? Okay, I think it might actually be the first one. Let's see. Okay. It's analyzing the image, and guys, I'm out of oats. Howdy Pixels, I appreciate you joining the stream. In most cases, when exporting from Blender to Unreal Engine 5, you should select the animation sequence that matches the name of your intended animation, example roll animation, rather than generic placeholder names. If you're seeing a choice between cube animation and armature animation or empty action, here's how you decide which one to choose. Select the ones with keyframes if you animated dice. Okay, two. First one, usually the actual movement. Second one, a null. I see. Okay, so apparently we gotta go with the one with the keyframes. I can find the one with keyframes right here, so that does look like the one with keyframes. I mean, I'll try both. Let's see which works. Okay, I'm gonna go there. Let's go all the way up here. Let's go with something like... Oh, this is my action. Now wait, should I just run the code? It's animated, guys. It's actually moving. Okay, I did not expect this to work. This is actually a whole game changer here, guys. Hold up, this kind of ruined the sequence, but guys, this is actually a really big game changer. I'm gonna go ahead and get my camera. Where's my camera? There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and remove my mesh for the time being. Okay, wait, I might change my mesh here. Let's go ahead and extend this real quick. Okay, hold up, guys. Let me go to human. I'm gonna go ahead and decrease this. Let's go ahead and decrease this. I'm gonna go ahead and change my static mesh here to be my dice. I'm gonna go with something like dice. Okay, wait, what was it called? Maybe nothing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and remove my static mesh in general. Let's go ahead and remove this. And now, in my cube, I'm gonna go ahead and get that. I know this is not correct, but I just wanna like, look if this part actually works. Then later on, I can like add my own camera using some more coding and all that stuff. For the time being, I wanna like see it in its complete, glory, is that how we call it? Let's go all the way back here. Hold on, guys. Let me go ahead and get this inside my cube real quick. I'm gonna go lower. Okay, yo, how are you doing, Barge? Is that how I pronounce your name? I appreciate you joining the stream. That's it, guys. I feel today's stream is like way too successful. I'm so glad I went with Blender. There we go. Okay, now if I were to go ahead and click my humans' camera, I have access to it. I'm gonna go ahead and move myself. Let's move my cube a little. There we go. There, that's actually kind of perfect. Now, I'm gonna go with my follow camera. I'm gonna just kind of change my camera and all that stuff. Okay, let's get this a bit in front. I want to get a close-up. There. Guys, is this how it feels? Is this how it feels when you finally get a thing to work? This is like one of the best feelings that I've had in a while. There we go. And now, if I were to go ahead and live compile, let's go with something like live compile. Okay, my bad, guys. Before I live compile, I forgot to add a possess here. Let's go with something like possess. Okay, possess for my humans' entire instance. Okay, I'm gonna set that to player 0. Now let's go ahead and live compile. Let's go with something like live and compile this. Okay, guys, this is going to be really, really insane. Okay, I think it's gonna take 3 seconds, guys. Let's see, so... Did I guess it correct? Oh, I did guess it correct. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and run the code. Guys, this is actually... Why is this so satisfying here? I could see this animating the entire day, guys. Okay, that's it. I mean, I don't want to really see the whole day, but then I want to just get my humans' instance a bit lower. There, let's go ahead and hit something like live. Guys, this is... I'm gonna make so many meshes now and like animate them using keyframes. It's gonna be really, really cool. Okay, that's it. Let's go ahead and just compile the code again. I'm gonna go ahead and accept this. Let's go ahead and run the code. There, that looks actually perfect. Although, guys, it's kind of big because I gotta work with like the randomness and like some random modules and all that stuff, so I don't always like stop at the number 4. Okay, I mean, I think that's pretty much it for the stream. This was kind of a successful stream, guys. Maybe next stream, like, if you guys do go to like my community post in my channel, hold up, guys, let me go ahead and just open that part real quick. So like in my channel, I usually have like community posts and all that stuff where I ask you guys what stream should I have on Tuesday. This time it was a close call between Geometry Dash and like 3D modeling. You guys could like recommend me different stuff to try, but I'm glad I went with Blender this time. Or you guys could like say something in the comments and all that stuff. Wait, hold up, guys. That's it. I might actually add another post for like next Tuesday. Speaking of which, from next Tuesday, my college is starting as well. So my stream might be like an hour later, depending on my college's time. That's it. I might go here. Let me go with something like post. I mean, I'll add that later. I'll add that later because I gotta add images and all that stuff. That's it. Let's go to my main camera. Alright, guys. So basically, that was pretty much it for the stream. And before I actually forget, guys, let me give a quick little shout out to let's see, to Boost World and guys, the chats are kind of up. So like to Boost World. Let's see. I think like I'm useless and if you more of you guys like Radius and everyone, like all of you guys to actually help me with Blender, that did like mean the world to me, guys. But that said, if you guys did enjoy the stream, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, like, helps my algorithm, sharing makes it fun, and subscribing, click it here on top. That's it, guys. I just start multi-streaming on Twitch, Kick, YouTube. I will start multi-streaming on TikTok and Instagram as well if I didn't meet the followers requirement. So if you guys do enjoy my content and follow me there, make sure to follow me there. The link will be in the description. And also join the Discord server. That's where we talk to you guys, chat with you guys, and like have general conversation in general. That's it. I'll catch you guys in the next live stream or video. Peace.